We're live.
What if I screw up?
Just keep going, man.
Just keep playing right through it?
They say just keep going. No one will know.
Hello, I waited here for you. Hello. I got the lyrics right here. Tonight, I'll throw myself into not of the red, not of her head. She's saying meow 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 meow. Dave Grohl looks like the drummer. How long do I play for? Till I get to the chorus? Out of the head she's saying. And I wonder when I sing along with you, if everything could ever be this real forever. Everything could ever be this good again. Only thing I'd ever ask of you, gotta promise not to stop when I say
When? Hey guys, what's up? It's Wednesday, and we're doing our. We stuck into it.
This is 3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks in a row.
I had just
actually
learned that song today,
stuck
like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, literally.
So sorry that it was.
All right, come back in so you can actually
Bring it into the
mic.
in. I'll put her down.
We're not rich enough to get like several mics coming down.
Well, you know, we are.
You know.
We are.
How's it going, everyone? Glad to have you all back. I'm going to try to remember, unless one of you guys can help us out here, when we change subjects, just kind of mark where we're at. It took about 2 minutes to 2 minute intro. Yeah? You guys like the intro? Give it up for John and his guitar. We had a cool meeting today that we'll talk about.
We're both really excited about it.
We will talk about that later on in this podcast. First, let's go look at some of the comments that we got on our last podcast after the fact that it was already live. People go and put comments on the video so that you're able to watch it after it's already not live anymore. Okay, so here we go. And let me mute it. Bam. Oh, thank you, Homemade Mama says, Dawn of the Dead. Nice shirt. All right, let's see some of these questions. Anything? A couple of people are commenting on the Bob Lazar that I was talking about. Cynthia wants to know why the name has to change. Just keep it just John. But you wanted to change it, right?
Well, you know, if it's just if it stays right there, I can just call each video something different. Here's the thing. I was thinking about if I'm in the right mood, I could be funny. I could do funny. I could do some funny things. I was thinking I could just do a collage of all my funny pretend show ideas. Like, you're watching Terrible People, and I'm your host, John, and my special guest is Chris. Hey, Chris, why are you such an You know, like, that would be one of my show ideas. And I would interview you, but you don't know what the show is about. But really, the show is about terrible people that I think are idiots, and you're the star of the show. And I just ask you questions.
And I'm an idiot, but I don't know that I'm an idiot.
Yeah, and I'm just like, why do you do the things you do? And you're like, well, I've been vegan for like 20 years, and I know pizza. But I have a lot of, like, I don't know, I could keep it just John. And then if something else organic, because I was looking, John's World was fun. Everything that everybody said was great, but I'm like, I don't know. I just nothing. No, I'm not excited.
You
I
weren't-
am really excited about what we want to call.
Right.
We do
Save
have
that,
yeah.
save that.
I can't.
We won't
We're
talk
teasing.
about that until we do it.
John as a mime.
John is a mime.
I'm a mime.
You wouldn't be able to say anything. You'd be just moving around all day.
That's probably would do well for everybody. I would think.
Let's see. So yeah, most of these questions are just like, they're not really questions. They're just, enjoying the podcast. We got another vote for John's World. I like that, John's World. John.
I mean, see, I could do a whole.
John Files.
I like that one too. But why don't I just do an episode called John's World where I dress up like Wayne and Kristen's Garth, and we do like a taste test.
That would be funny.
Like, it wouldn't be like the channel's name. It would just be because all of these ideas, the John Files, I could do an X Files one, and that way I get to be somebody different every time, which is great because I get bored with the same thing.
Gotcha.
Variety is the spice of life, I think. I heard once.
Variety is the spice of life. Do you think this light right here is too bright? Are we too blown out? Maybe turn that down just a tiny bit.
Sure.
I think
Where's the volume on it?
It's the second knob over. It's blinded by the light. Wait, hold on. That's too much. Okay, go back. Wait, hold on. I gotta look at a live view.
What's the best color to make your eczema pop?
Go down like a little bit more. No, the other way. Right about. Is that good? Yeah, that's probably good. Right there, perfect.
All right, cool.
Okay.
I sit down. I don't even exist. It's like the perfect color where I'm just invisible.
Because we don't want to make the green screen go away either. Wait, what? There's no green screen there. It's a brick wall.
John's gone too.
Yeah, he disappeared. A couple of other comments are we were talking about the Mandela Effect, saying it doesn't exist. Well, I want to touch on that. It does. The Mandela Effect, it does exist. Whether it's, what we're talking about here is people remembering something that never really happened. That would be the Mandela Effect. Whether somebody actually went through a wormhole or it was a time travel, that's not what we don't really believe that. Or if we do, that's not what we're talking about. But there is a phenomenon. People are remembering things that didn't actually happen. That is the Mandela Effect.
So
I guess that's it. There's only a few. There's only 20 comments here. So what's going on with you guys? Where's everybody from tonight? By the way, it's like 90 degrees here.
yeah,
It's a little bit too hot.
it was a
today.
hot one. I had to work all day. A couple more weeks left at that job. Crazy.
Yeah. So we have some good news to talk about. Well, the beginning of some good news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we should just go right into it because we're gonna keep alluding to it and
Yeah, let's go into it. So we've been talking, we kind of talked about it in the last episode, but we've been talking about doing a vegan pop-up here in Syracuse, and we just met with one of the owners of the Sweet Praxis, and we were able to, not only was she nice enough to say, yeah, she's totally cool with doing that, we got to take a look at the kitchen, and it looks like we are able to do some of the foods that we want to do. We have all the stuff down there, mixers. There's enough room. There's enough table space. There's ovens. There's griddles. There's broilers. There's deep fryers, refrigerators, freezers, all that stuff.
there's a lot of potential. Pretty much anything that we would want to make, we can make.
So now our big thing is we are going to start recipe testing, come up with a menu, a small menu at first because we're just going to do this on a Sunday here in Syracuse. They're not open on Sunday. And we're going to offer another vegan option here in Syracuse, New York on a Sunday. And we might start this out once a month, and hopefully if it does well, maybe we can go to 2 or 3 times a month, which would be awesome. But we're shooting for maybe September, October time frame.
Yep.
And we have a lot to think about for different
Recipes. Yep.
and-
Yep. And costing. I mean, it's a big project, but it's really exciting. And Jen actually came and hung out at Mockingbird a couple of times.
Jen is the one of the co-owners of the Sweet Praxis.
The Sweet Praxis. She was
really excited about this idea. So, yeah, we have it narrowed down to September, October. We don't have a date set in stone yet. So right now what we're going to do is work on just a limited menu and test all the recipes and go from there.
Yeah, it's exciting.
And we're really going to talk about it on the podcast every week, a little, like how far we got, and
obviously we gotta think more about the recipes or what we're gonna do, but we're immediately thinking straight up homemade pizzas.
Yeah,
homemade dough, homemade cheese, homemade everything. And they have a pizza oven too, like with 2 things. And we're thinking like personal pizzas.
4 flavors, maybe.
Yeah, 4 or 5 different pizzas to choose from. Very simple. Maybe we'll throw in some of one of our first videos we ever made. We could probably make really decent ones with they're deep fried. We can make some cheese sticks.
Yep.
Break those apart. This is not a health food eatery. This is going to be like all that comfort food pizzas and stuff like that.
I mean, there's no saying that someday we can't do a
No,
healthy
John.
one. Okay.
I eat healthy all the time. We're gonna make
This is your day off.
Yeah. Contrary to what we're gonna be making, I myself have been eating healthy for the past month. No processed food, nothing like that. So.
I cannot say the same.
No.
Listen,
I gotta have a cheat day. I gotta do it. We gotta go out for pizza.
If you're having a bad mental health day, if you're just having a bad, you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna get through today.
Pizza.
Exactly.
Yep.
Sometimes it's just like knowing that there's a pint of ice cream at home, get you through that work day, get you through that. I feel terrible today. I feel like I don't want it. So I have this relationship with food where if I'm having a rough day, I take it out of my stomach. I'm talking peanut butter cups. I'm talking Gardein sliders. I'm talking pizza. Processed foods. I'm an unhealthy vegan. I walk 50 miles a day. 50.
50.
That's not true.
You should, did you work?
I worked today, but I was on a forklift.
Oh.
I was driving a machine around, so...
Well, yesterday. Go to your step meter so
we'll
we
go
can
to
see.
my stepometer.
Yeah. Effervescent Bubbles wants to know, are we opening up a vegan restaurant? That would be ideal in the future. But for now, no. We are thinking about doing a pop-up at an already restaurant that already exists, that is not open on Sunday, Monday, and we want to commandeer it on Sunday. Not this Sunday, but like in September, October-ish.
And the thing is, if we get closer to October,
Halloween
do Halloween theme?
And they're known...
Like, this could be... Well, I mean, our plates could be designed to be like, we got to get you through the zombie apocalypse. So we have like...
everything you need to get through a pizza, cheese
apocalyptic plates.
Yeah, apocalypse. And also, the Sweet Praxis normally on a daily basis makes donuts and croissants and cinnamon like cookies, all like sweets. So we were also talking to her about selling some of their stuff there. So we'd have our pizzas, but we'd also be selling their donuts
because their vegan donuts are so good.
You just had one.
I did.
He did.
I had the last one of the day.
I think I took a picture of it too.
Yeah, Health Enthusiast wants to know if we will be the cooks. We are going to be the cooks. Yeah.
We
were thinking about doing, this is not set in stone, but what are you showing them?
A picture of your donut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now it's getting turned into... yeah, we're going to be the cooks, and we were thinking, I don't know how we can pull this off, but maybe having a live cam down in the kitchen, because the kitchen is not going to be up, in front display for everybody to, like, hang out with us. So we'll be in the dungeon.
So that'd be ideal. Pizza. Maybe we could do that on this channel right here.
Just have it live down there. We won't be able to ask any questions, but you can watch us sweat.
Right.
and then if you're even at the restaurant, you can watch us live and then know that your pizza's like being made. That could be fun.
We are making your pizza. But yeah, for some of those of you, probably most all of you are not from the Syracuse area. So if you wanted to see how the first one goes, boom, tune in.
Yeah, that's why you can track our progress on this podcast, because we'll touch on it every week, I'm guessing, huh?
Yeah, we definitely want to keep you guys in the loop of what we're doing here.
Maybe you can even help us choose the recipes. We can tell you what we're thinking.
Well, we were going to make this delicious pizza, but they want us to make mushroom stew.
Just raw mushrooms.
Yeah.
Just serve up raw mushrooms. $12 per mushroom. Hey,
Don't do that. Don't. Not again. Not again.
Hey, you know what else I was thinking I
What?
could do for a live podcast would be fun? I'll tell you off the air because I don't know if I'll get in trouble for it.
Okay, don't get in
But
trouble.
I was thinking, what if I turn I'll tell you.
Okay.
What if I turn it up? Turn this camera away, or this up. This is a camera?
This is a microphone.
It's up and it's facing like this, and people tell me what to say, and then I say it, and I have really soothing music in the background. And
you say it
and
to
no
the
matter
customers that
what
come in.
comes up, I still have to read it. This is not for the pizza thing. This is just one night when we can't sleep.
Okay.
And if somebody wants me to talk about slimy salamanders sucking on a silhouette, how do you suck on this?
You can't. You can try, but
Try.
the other thing that I think that I want to do, some of you guys had the suggestion, is a lot of you know that I do a Vegan Tea Thursday for a couple of years. I should show you guys. I should go through every T-shirt that I still have
And give it to me because I'm out of shirts.
and give it to John.
Actually, you're like 4 sizes taller than me.
I still wear a small. And you wear
The
a
thing
small.
is, I'm a medium. I don't fit right in anything. I look like a too big in a small
gentle
and
giant.
too small in a medium.
No, I mean I think that fits you good. I wear a small. I don't like them baggy and big. And if I don't specify what shirt size, everybody always sends me like an extra large, and it's like I'm swimming in it.
Yeah.
The Vago bar, Marmaduke. Yeah, I got a couple Vago bars that I have not touched. Yep, we will be. Oh, so I'm like way behind.
Oh yeah,
in
you're
the
behind. You're
comments.
behind. You're behind.
Yeah, zombie themed vegan Halloween sounds like a great. Well, it's going to be the vegan zombie putting this on, but we have another name that we can't really say it yet because we need to actually grab that name because we could say it and somebody else could be like, you know what, we're taking it.
Yeah,
first.
I'll
Don't
message
take
you.
it. Okay, yeah.
We got a really good name idea for the pop up that I think is going to be very witty.
What else? I went skateboarding yesterday. Did a little video on that. That was fun. Skateboarding in my 40s.
In the Everson.
It's
at
my
the Everson?
yeah at the Everson. That's where I started back in 1989. So this marks my 30th year skateboarding.
Wow.
I haven't been doing it as much, but I'm still doing it every year.
There's so many videos of us when like I just graduated high school. We would
Yep.
just go to the Everson and you and Tim would skate. Anybody else?
Well, Chansey and Jameis.
Oh,
and
that was it. See, they didn't.
Craig.
The year that I hung out, they weren't there anymore.
So what I want to do, what I filmed yesterday is some spots that I skated at when I was like 17, 18. And then I want to like kind of put them side by side. Here I am then. Here I am
oh
now.
yeah, so you actually have footage from back then?
Yeah,
They
I
made
still-
cameras back then?
They did. They weren't phone cameras, and they were just camcorders, the big ones. Like, hey guys, I'm here with my camcorder. Oh, Chris is here with the camera. Do you know the story about that? When I was 16, I got a job and I worked all summer and I saved up my money. I had like $800, the most money I'd ever had at the time. And all my friends, were 16. Everybody's buying cars and stuff. And I was going to buy this car off my friend. And then I bought a camcorder instead. Because back then, you got to understand, we didn't have cell phones. So there were no cell phone cameras. It was hard to get. If you wanted a camera, you needed to buy a full-on camcorder. So I bought a camcorder, and we just made a deal. Like I said, you know what? I'm going to film everything. And to my friend, I'm like, and you're going to drive me around everywhere. He's like, deal. And I have all these awesome videos. And, like cars come and go and stuff, but like I have all these awesome video memories of when we were younger. I mean, it's nothing today because everybody's got a freaking cell phone. But back then, not too many people had a camcorder.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
Who was the friend that drove you around?
Chansey.
Chansey, okay.
Yeah. You should start a vegan Hercules business. Well, there's already a Hercules business, and that's not mine. You go sit down. Go sit. You're being bad. Don't look at me. Don't look at me like that.
He's like, but you're talking right at me. I feel like I need to come in.
No, you're not coming in.
Don't you. He went away. He went away. He went away.
Da, 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 da. Ashley accidentally landed a kickflip. Wow, I want to see you do that again. We'll bring it back.
I can't even ollie.
You can't even ollie. We got to teach how.
I've never done an ollie in my life.
So we got to teach you how to ollie. And then Jeremy and I, we were he was the one I was skating with yesterday, Jeremy, and he's the one that had the kidney transplant. So to see how he went from like when he was on dialysis, he wasn't even able to walk up a flight of stairs. And now we're going for runs together. He's skateboarding with me, and we're gonna do a challenge where we have to do a skateboard trick for every year how old we are for our age. So we got to do a different trick. So that's the next video I want to do.
That's gonna be.
He's got to do like 3 more than me.
They don't have that many tricks, Chris.
I can do it. I think I can do it. I did the video Ashley up here, Ashley Snyder.
Oh yeah.
We did a video the other day with her chicken, Oliver.
Aw.
And I like to put my videos out in chronological order, or sometimes I can mix them up. But when I got the beard gone and then it starts growing, it's just weird because like in one video I got the beard and then the next one I don't, but I got it. It's like, so it all deals with the beard. So I have to put out a couple other videos first before I can get to those ones because it's just going to look weird.
Gotcha. Yeah.
How old is John? I
am 37, almost 38.
Wow. You are getting old, brother.
I feel it too. I got back problems.
You do?
I do. I got some back problems. Well, I have really bad scoliosis. We've talked about this
before. You did, yeah. I remember. You used to wear the brace when you were younger.
And I shouldn't be doing certain things, and I'm still doing them. My body is very angry, and that's kind of part of the reason why I had to walk away.
Because you're vegan.
Yeah, if I started, you know what?
Because
right.
When you were little, before you were vegan, you had scoliosis. It's probably because it knew you were going to be vegan.
And if I just maybe ate an egg and a fish.
Dude, those things cure backs like nothing else.
Like blended them up and put them in a...
If you don't want to eat that stuff and stay vegan, you're going to need some kind of surgery. No, but for real.
No, but I have an inversion table, and I'm going to try to stretch out all these muscles that got really tight. I have a lot of scar tissue here. So, basically, it's right in this general area. My SI joint goes out.
Okay.
And it touches a nerve, and it locks up all the muscles around it. So, like, I walk around crooked a lot if it acts up, and if I'm walking a lot of miles, it starts to get inflamed. So... When I had... Oh, there he is. Oh, there's my boxers.
We're on a little delay here. I should actually put up the real one so we can see. This is a real one over there. Take up DP. What's that? What, were you finished? Whatever you were saying?
I don't remember.
You were talking about your inversion table.
Oh, I have an inversion table.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hang upside down and try to... my back brace. Francie wants to know if my classmates put magnets on my back brace in grade school. Mine was made out of plastic, actually, so they knocked on it all the time.
I remember you wearing it like when you were younger, when you would come to my house.
I had to wear it for 22 out of 24 hours a day, and it was like it went all the way up to my armpits, and it was always rubbing. So I had to put duct tape. I'm trashy. So I put duct tape and biohazard stickers all over it, and it used to always jam in my armpit, so I walk around like this all the time, and you know, it's so tight that like you're laying in bed and you can't sleep. 22 hours a day. The only time I took it off was when I bagged potatoes at Quebec Farms.
Oh, really?
So when I was working, I was a potato bagger. Yep. And that was the only time I took it off, and I had to do it for two years because they wanted to stop my spine from going that way. So they had basically had a lot of pressure right here on my back brace, pushing in on it. I still have the back brace at my house. I should bring it.
Yeah, but you don't really just looking at you, it doesn't look like you have a back problem, like a scoliosis as bad as you did.
It's hard, man. It's hard to when I'm walking over 5 miles a day.
It's no joke.
It takes a real toll. So I get home from work, and once I sit down, I'm in so much pain I just fall asleep. I can't get comfortable at night anymore. Oh, welcome to the Crying Hour, sponsored by John.
John, you crier. I skated like crazy yesterday, and I have some major bruises on my ankles and my toes.
Are you chafing anywhere?
No, but I felt like I was going to be so sore today, which I was when I woke up. But now I'm like, I'm fine. I'm resilient. Like I'm actually surprised of how not sore I am right now. I can actually move around.
So how do I work for YouTube?
Well,
Should I put out an audition tape?
an audition tape, and probably you got to show up at the YouTube studio.
What if I send him that YouTube thing where I dressed up like the zombie and I sang that song that I sent to you?
Wait, which one?
YouTube, you.
Oh, if you have a free yoga class with Saraswati, she offered to.
Is that
help.
real?
Yeah, she wants to help you
Is
out.
she back in town?
Yeah.
Still in town.
Oh, Jeremy just messaged over here.
He's like, tell John to pull his pants up. Oh, Ashley's body hurts. I know. I feel like 30. Once I hit 30, it was like, okay, time to go downhill. Actually, start taking care of myself.
Can't Stop Lion says, so many things get fixed when you do something like the Esselstyn or the Ornish diets. Talking about you may want to do a super clean diet for an extended period. We were just talking about that in the car. I have been eating super clean for about a month now, and that's mainly because I'm basically trying to tone up, work out, zero body fat. I'm just trying to get in the best shape I can. At my age, it's a little bit harder than it was when I was 18, but I've noticed a great difference, and I feel great. And I'm not even really craving any junk food right now. I thought that, after a month, I'm like going to go out for pizza, but actually, like, I did a what I eat in a day video yesterday, so obviously it's not edited yet, but I'm going to show you guys what I ate yesterday on a super clean diet and skateboard in the same video. But I really think that you should do that at least for 2 or 3 weeks, just to see if it maybe helps you out, helps you feel better, inflammation, all that stuff. And you have all the stuff. You got the juicers, you got the know-how, and you got the dehydrator.
Like I said, it's just, I tried, if my headspace is not right, like, if I'm really unhappy at my job or in my life, it's really hard for me to focus on my diet. And that's really where I need to start. I need to look up wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and say, I got to take care of John.
Yep.
And not eat sugary, delicious snacks all day. And it's really hard to do that. I'm like, you know what? This big cup of coffee will be fine until like 2, and then...
I'll tell you what I really, I'm some people might think, man, you barely ate anything. But, like, to be honest, like, I only eat when I'm hungry. And I'm not starving myself or anything like that. But I started out with a pretty big size smoothie. But I fasted. Like, I fast a little bit. So after I go to sleep, I like to work out first. Like, I'll go for a run first. And I might eat, like, seriously, just a quarter of a banana just so I have something in my stomach when I run. But I don't like to eat before I run. And then I'll do that. And then it'll be, like, around noon, 1, whatever. And then I'll come home. And I'll make either a smoothie bowl or a smoothie, like a nice size smoothie. That is a good meal. It'll fill me up for the next how many hours. So that's what I had, the smoothie, and then I went skateboarding a little bit later with Jeremy. We literally skated nonstop for maybe 2.5, 3 hours. That's a good workout right there in like 89-degree weather. Then when I got home from there, I just threw things together. I didn't have any like recipe. I just found things that I wanted to eat. The last few weeks I've been using chickpeas and stuff, but I was out of them. So I used some kidney beans and then I used some jackfruit. And
this is dinner?
Yeah, this is dinner. And then some peas, corn, frozen spinach. I mixed it up with a bunch of seasoning, no oil whatsoever, and some wild rice. Now, when I made my rice, I seasoned my water up. Again, no oil. I seasoned my water up, and then I realized, you know what? This bag of rice is a little bit smaller than I thought, so I was going to dump half that water out and say, I'm going to save that water. So I saved a big cup of the water. I used what I was going to, and then that seasoned water I would put in my stainless steel pan, and that's what I used to cook everything else. Put the top on it, and then when you turn the flame off after it simmers for a while, the steam captures in there, and it prevents stuff from sticking at the bottom.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And I had a big dinner. Let me tell you, I had 2 servings of it. So I had the rice with all that stuff on top, delicious. And then I wasn't even really hungry anymore last night. But before I went to bed, actually I fell asleep with a big bowl of like cherries and grapes and watermelon all cut up next to me. I was snacking on that as I was editing a video, and I didn't even get through the whole thing. Like, I'm like, you know what? I'm not even really that hungry. And, you know, some people will like criticize, you only ate two times today, but it's like I ate some big meals. And that
seems to be working for
yeah,
you.
that's all I needed. Like, I don't like to overeat, and I'm definitely not undereating. And it's different every day. So if I'm hungry, I'll eat. If I'm not hungry, I don't eat. I'm not going to stuff myself when I'm not hungry. My body's going to tell me if I'm hungry. So yeah, that's basic day for me. What else?
Oh gosh, we got caught up in conversation.
We got caught up. We were
miss?
talking. You guys didn't come here for us to talk, or did they? The Esselstyn diet is pretty rough. Although I think I did it wrong the first time. I cut out all salt, and I really don't think he says much about cutting out salt. He just says keep it to a minimum of like 1,500 milligrams. So I started using miso because when you don't have any salt on something, it really makes a difference. At least for me, it did. You can put all the seasoning on you want. I'm using dulse. I'm using this other flavoring that's supposed to be taking over the place of salt. Nothing worked until I used some miso. And then I realized, you know what? I'm going to do this diet again, but I'm not going to worry about the salt. I still keep my salt to a minimum, but, you know, I got that chicken salt that I've been using, which is vegan, by the way. That's just the name of it. And I just put...
It comes from chicken spit, which is salty
super
by nature.
Vegan, yeah.
That's not real.
That's not real. For any of you thinking John's always telling the truth.
I never tell
He's
the
not.
truth. There's a lot of me that you don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like an onion. I stink.
Yon. Okay.
That was
But you're right,
terrible.
Brian. The Esselstyn diet is tough.
Any diet
Rough.
is tough, man.
Yeah, but if you start...
I'm telling you,
you know, in your brain, you just got to say, like, I'm not going to eat processed foods. For me, I'm not going to eat oils and stuff like that. Well, how do you get your saturated? Well, I use flax seeds. I have enough flaxseed that is... Like, I have everything that I need, but I'm not going to put these extra things that are not good for me and my body. For me, at least. For me, it's already been proven that they're not good for my body.
well, you know, it's... Yeah, last week, or the end of last week, actually, I made a big pot of red beans and a big pot of red quinoa. I went red.
Red.
And
Ooh,
then,
that's a good video. I eat red food all day.
And see what happens. And then
Yeah.
turn into, like, an orange. But anyway, some tomato paste, some seasoning. It was almost like a summer chili texture, and then I put that bitchin' sauce from the last video I did. And that was really filling, which was great. But then... Before I go to bed, my brain craves that sugar, and I'm like, you know what? I got those waffles in the fridge. Waffles and maple syrup. So that's where I really is eating right before I go to sleep. And I'm not happy in my life. I was doing something that I didn't love, and it took its toll on my body and my mind, and that's ultimately why I'm where I'm at. So, you know, maybe once I switch my life around in the next couple of weeks, I'll want to eat healthy. I want to eat healthy now. I need to, but maybe I'll actually want to, and it'll be easier when I. Anyway.
Yeah,
sorry,
like
I'm rambling.
I think it's a good balance. Like, I don't really want to eat any junk food right now. Like, I know there's a Vago. There's 2 Vago bars behind this green screen. I haven't touched them, and I'm not craving them anymore because I haven't eaten anything like that. I haven't had any chocolate in a month, and I'm not craving it anymore. I'm feeling really good. I'm working out. I'm down to a good weight. I mean, somebody could argue I was always at a pretty healthy weight, but I'm like, I don't have any excess body fat right now, and I'm feeling good about myself.
Yeah.
And I'm going out and I can run further than I normally run. Skateboarding was awesome. So, like, I feel good with what I eat during the day, and it's all healthy. Like, I'm trying to think of anything that's like not healthy that I eat, and right now it's probably nothing. But I want to balance that out. Like, I want to be able to go out. I don't want to like restrict myself if I do go out to dinner with some people and say I can't have anything here, even if it's like a great vegan menu. Like when we do our recipe testing, like I want to taste what we're making.
Yeah.
But that's the exception to the rule, you know. Somebody, I think you said something that made me think of something, and now I forgot it.
That's what I do.
I gotta write these things down. But yeah, you exercise every day just because you're walking so far.
Yeah.
So that's going to change though when you not working there anymore.
Yeah, but I'll actually what the bad thing about where I work is I'm exercising muscles that are fatigued and exhausted that shouldn't be anymore because of the way my back is. My spine is kind of like an S, so I have atrophy areas and really strong areas kind of mixed in, and it's kind of complicated, but I was told I needed surgery to replace my hip, and I started seeing a physical therapist. More than a physical therapist. I don't really know what to call him, but he focuses on elongating the muscles around my trouble areas. And when I was practicing it a lot before the crazy season at work, the pain was a lot better. I was sleeping better, but now it's at an all-time high. I think it's the worst it's been in a while. So
You should try eating really healthy and like do some turmeric and ginger shots because that's supposed to reduce inflammation and stuff like that. Maybe that's what you need to do.
It's definitely what I need to do. It's just
try to save like if you really craving the sweets, try to save them for like once or twice a week or maybe even once a day, and try to eat healthy the rest of the day. I mean, it's hard at first, but once you get into the rhythm of it, like for me, it's always hard those first few days. But then once I'm done for a week, I'm like, well, now I don't want to eat something bad because then I would have just like wasted a whole week of that. Yeah. And then I get to 2 weeks and I'm like, well, I mean, where I am right now, like I've been doing it for a month and I could probably afford to cheat right now, but I don't really want to. I'm not going to cheat on my diet. What about, has anybody watched Stranger Things season 3? I know I have. I finished it the other night, and actually, I watched the last episode not knowing it was the last one. I'm ready for another one. I'm like, what?
I haven't watched any of it yet.
Yeah, so I'm not going to spoil anything. But anyway, yeah. Stranger Things. Do you have any rec centers? Water is a great workout. Yeah, that water is a great. You know who's got an awesome in-ground pool is Saraswati. Maybe we can go over there sometime. I'm sure she'd
really?
have us come over, yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
You guys can see my sick tan line.
Yeah.
Nope, that's all tattoo. That's why I just need to cover my body in tattoos so no one can see.
I was thinking of getting one, you know?
Yeah? A little.
Me and Jeremy were talking about it. Laura cried on the finale. I gotta tell you, man, there's a part in there that is like almost identical to the scene that I wrote in my movie.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Weird.
People are gonna think that I copied Stranger Things. Laura just finished Stranger Things. Now I don't know what to do. That's kind of how I felt. I'm like, all right, it's time to sit down and watch. What am I gonna watch? You know, I'm like, I'll just edit a video instead. They had a lot of cool songs, and I'm not okay. You got to watch it, man.
I'll watch.
We got to do a spoiler episode where we can actually talk about it. What else can we maybe talk about right now that is a spoiler?
That is not a spoiler?
That is a spoiler. Let's spoil something.
You want to spoil something?
Yeah.
Weave Magic wants to know if I've ever had an adjustment done at a chiropractor. Yeah. I've gone to the chiropractor a few times, but you know what the thing is? My back is the muscles are so stuck in place that within 2 days it pulls everything kind of back to where it was. So the person that I'm seeing now is like a chiropractor where, you know, stuff gets snapped into place, but we work on exercising the muscles that are super tight so we get those loose and hope that it'll keep everything in place after I get snapped back in. I'll do a video of it one day of me hanging upside down.
Yeah, you should.
It's in my garage. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Health Enthusiast says, I read they will remove the smoking in the fourth season of Stranger Things. And some of the viewers who grew up in the 80s, myself and you, say that it would be historically inaccurate and pretty upset with the rewriting in history. I got to say, I grew up in the 70s and 80s. And I would say, yeah, that I'm glad things are different today, but that would be completely inaccurate. And I love everything that is like, time sensitive, like time existence, like being in that time era. And yeah, I think they should keep it accurate. People smoked then. People would smoke in the mall. They would smoke in a car. They would smoke in a building.
Yeah, it was nasty.
It was nasty, and I'm glad they don't anymore. But at the same time, like, that is what I remember as being accurate growing up. I mean, you can't, like they said here, you can't, like, sanitize history to be something that you want it to be today, because that's not accurate representation.
Now you're making all the actors suffer through smoking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they can smoke fake cigarette, movie cigarettes that aren't real smoke.
There's movie cigarettes?
There's movie cigarettes. I got a pack of them. No, just kidding.
Do they really make movie cigarettes?
Yeah.
Let's get some.
Because a lot of actors
I want to
smoke.
smoke one on live camera. Is it vegan? It better be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the... So, Linda said, aren't you going to be filming? That's the reason why we haven't set a solid date.
That is the reason why.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know, though. I don't know, because we're still... We're actually behind on the movie. But I talked with Ben just a couple days ago. I found a pretty cool location, so I did a little, okay. And I did some video of it, sent it over his way, and he's like, "Well, would you look at that?" So
Just look right at it.
Yeah, actually, it's by your property.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, up at the hill, going back into Chenango. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, that abandoned
restaurant.
Yeah, restaurant
that overlooks the hill.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's
cool.
Yeah,
Right
that would be a cool location spot. But yeah, like this movie's taken a little bit. Things are not coming along as smoothly as we hope they would be. But yeah, we're still working on it, and I just don't know when we're gonna be able to do it. But I still wanna be able to shoot the goal for September, October-ish. So that's one of the reasons why we had to give a tentative date for our pop-up. But there's nothing to say that even if we are filming around there, that we can't take, two days, one day to prep and one day to actually do it.
Yeah.
And it's a Sunday anyway, so. No more Game of Thrones, no more Stranger Things. Yeah. That's why I try not to binge watch the whole season in one night.
And I still have to watch season 2. But I'm going to get home from this thing. I'm going to play guitar, do some dishes, and I'm probably going to pass out before I even get to watch the first episode.
Katie is a Scorpio. What are you?
I'm a Sag.
Sag?
I'm a Sag.
I'm an Aquarius. They smoked, Marina says, they smoked a lot of herb cigarettes on I've never seen Mad Men. I've heard a lot about it. Never seen it.
It's... Some people love it, some people don't. I've watched a couple episodes, and it's very... I'd have to give it a chance again, because it's kind of chauvinistic, in my opinion.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
It's an opinion.
I don't know.
I ain't trying... There's a lot of that in the real world. I ain't trying to watch it in the fake world. If I'm watching something that's fake...
Is that like a history piece? Like it was set in like another time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, back in the day. I know.
Yeah.
I know, but like... I want to change that, so it's like I'm not into it. I'm more into like...
I think what it's doing is like people can see it. It's like right in their face. They're seeing how bad that kind of thing is and how it was. And if something's accurate like that, you're saying like, oh dear, that's what we used to do 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Like,
you know what? And maybe it'll make them realize that things are still not right. Equal pay is still a thing,
Laura says, I always wondered if there are actors that are forced to smoke if they don't usually never would. I don't think anybody's forced, but yeah, like, getting paid and taking a role and something like that, they might feel pressured to have to do it. I'm sure there's instances like that. Do we have a title for the movie? Well, it was going to be A44, but then we came up with another thing, and we're not sure right now. We're not sure. We do have another name, but I don't want to say it right yet until the time's right. So we have a couple really cool names that we're playing with there.
It's been a bummer for you. I mean, you've been.
Yeah, this is big. It's like the biggest thing that I've ever taken part of. But Ronnie says, I'm a Cancer, birthday on Saturday.
Ooh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday for Saturday, coming up in a few days. Saturday, I'll be going to the Tamerlane Gala.
Oh, tell everybody I said hi. This Saturday?
Yeah, you going to go?
No, I have to work. I know. Maybe I can work. Maybe YouTube will hire me.
Maybe they will.
How much do you get paid by YouTube?
Like,
Let's tell them.
Like about $10 or $15
Every video?
every second. No, just kidding.
They swim in money in the YouTube channel.
They want to know what day your birthday is. Can I guess it?
Yeah.
I remember everything. So your birthday is December 16th?
Yep.
1981.
Nailed it.
On a Wednesday. No, just kidding.
It might have been a Wednesday. I don't. You were alive. What
We'll
were you
find
doing?
out. That was a guess.
What were you doing that day?
Siri, what day of the week was December 16th, 1981? Siri, what the heck? Hey, Siri. What day of the week was December 16th, 1981? It's probably not a Wednesday.
What if it was a day that doesn't exist anymore? Like Thrives Day.
Thrives Day?
It was Wednesday, the 16th of December.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. That's some like psychic stuff going on right there. I was right. It was a Wednesday.
Oh,
was
we're
a
almost
Wednesday.
birthday twins.
Me and Boss Hog was kind of hungry. John, your tattoos look smoky. You did a whole video on the tattoo.
Somebody on my actual Instagram wanted me to take a picture of it. And we have pictures somewhere on the Vegan Zombie Facebook, but I don't like taking pictures of myself right now.
It was a Wednesday. Okay, yeah. Somebody else said
That's
their
hilarious.
birthday's on the 15th.
You nailed it. I went to high school with a girl that was born. Her mom and my mom were in the same room.
So, what? Now I would have had to guess like the time of day it was, but
I couldn't even. I think it was like I don't even know.
I was 12:30 in the afternoon. Somebody's a psychic. So, anyways, your tattoos.
Oh yeah, so I have tattoos.
People were
See?
asking about it all the time back when we
Back
were
in the
doing
day, yeah.
Vegan Zombie.
Yes, we did like a little video on it, and so it's all vegan ink. And I just don't have money to get more. I have so many ideas. I know what I would want on this whole arm, but times are tough.
They are.
Bills are expensive.
They are expensive bills. Like
And dogs. You get a sick dog, that's $600
or more.
What are you gonna do? That's like your family member. You're just not gonna be like, well,
What are we
looks
gonna
like
do?
you're not gonna be barking anymore there, Lexington. It's scary, but it's expensive.
Yeah, vegan powers. What was that? That was at the 45 mark. Psychic powers. Psychic powers.
Oh, look at you! You're doing a good job.
I'm trying to take notes.
I have oak trees.
Oak trees.
It's from a totally different idea.
And you wrote all the questions we were going to ask Jen from the Sweet Praxis today while you were at a stoplight.
Yeah,
You're like, I got some questions. I wrote them down in the stoplight.
I'm a busy guy.
But yeah.
But
We're at 48 minutes. Are we done? Did everybody ask all their questions? You guys don't want to hang out any
there's
longer?
620 people divided by 10 watching.
Oh, there's 62 people. That's actually, I think it's increasing. Can we make it up to 100 people on this channel? If we went over the other channel, we would.
Well, are we saying funny enough? Are we saying important enough things? That's the question.
I mean, we have a lot of important things we can talk about. It's just, are they picking our brain enough? Because we'll talk about almost anything. Now, but the first thing that they want to know is they only want to know about those things we won't talk about.
I'll talk about anything.
All right. Oh, Linda's taking notes too. So maybe you're more accurate because I'm just kind of guesstimating. I'm like, oh, we talked about that 4 minutes ago. Boom. So far, I got the pop-up, the intro, the back problems, and the psychic powers.
Oh, Jorge's back.
Oh, hey, Jorge Fruit. What's up? Lemon Drop.
Dude, we lost somebody. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
It's like that picture of that meme. Oh my God, we just lost. Okay, so the question is, Chris, do you have tattoos? Technically, yes. I have a tattoo that I did myself when I was 14. The day I went vegetarian, it was for reasons of martial arts and ninjutsu. And me and my friend, going back to the beginning of this video, the friend of mine that drove me around, that I decided to film with my camcorder, and he decided to drive around, so I bought the camcorder. Him, Chansey. So we both decided we would go vegetarian on the same day, and we gave ourselves this tattoo. It's a Japanese symbol. It means ninpo, the blade over the heart. So we're like, well, let's do it in a place where nobody really can tell or anything.
Yeah,
let's do it right in our
hands.
hand. So we did it right here in our hand. This was a pressure point called in Japanese yobitsubo. So we took that. We thought that was cool. We were learning pressure points in Japanese, and we took a needle and India ink, and we put it in a Pepsi bottle cap, and we dipped it in there, and we gave ourselves a little tattoo. So I have a tattoo right here, and then after I gave myself this tattoo, I was playing around with the ink and pushing down on the needle, just being a 14-year-old idiot, and then the needle broke and went right into my finger, so I also got a tattoo on my finger right there. So I have technically 2 little tattoos, but I never got a tattoo since.
Well, because
I was going to be in the FBI. I wanted to be in the FBI. And I was always really, 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 and to this day, I still am, really indecisive. I didn't know what I wanted on my body the rest of my life. At one point, I wanted something to do with Transformers. But then, the whole Transformers came back, in the movies. I'm talking about the cartoon when I was little, but then it was a big thing, and everybody was I'm like, oh man, maybe I don't want that anymore. But I kind of know what I want now.
my friend Aaron was going to get a New York City skyline, and he was going to put above it, Titty City.
Oh, Aaron, he's funny.
He's a funny guy.
He's a funny, and he's.
So, you know what? Do you want to talk about what you want to get, or do you want to keep it a secret?
No, there's no secret to it. I don't know exactly, but my ideal is to do. I wanted a sleeve, but maybe I'd start with half a sleeve and then go the full sleeve, and then my whole but a sleeve of a mix between horror related and also 80s theme. I want something to do with E.T. maybe going across the moon, or maybe the hand. Gizmo, Gremlins, something with Goonies.
You saw Caleb's horror themed, his Pinhead.
Yeah, what I don't like those. Maybe it's just me. I'm okay with Gizmo and ET and stuff, but I don't want a person on my body. I want other things if it's something from the movie, I want that on there, but not a big face. I don't want a big face on my arm.
Sure.
Because it weirds me out that there's eyes
yeah, it's staring right at you.
Yeah, it's stop looking at me.
This guy. He's looking right at you. He's not a guy.
Well, that reminds me of something like One-Eyed
This
Willie.
is something that Mac would get from It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
It's totally badass. Because I play music, so I've got... It's not.
Oh, are those? Those are...
These are bows for a violin.
Yeah.
And then I was you know what? I was it's fun. It'll be a band tattoo, and I'm going to get tattooed over it someday. And now I'm now I look like Mac over here with just that one tattoo of a skull and... Oh...
I do have a lot of those home videos, and I could probably play them on the other screen right here, but I'd have to probably go through them first.
Edit them.
Yeah.
I swear in some of them.
You do. You're bad.
I'm pretty.
I had to take them down on my other channel. I had to make them. It sucks because I'm glad I did that because I don't even know how to get on my other channel anymore. I don't remember the password. And you were really bad.
Jorge saw my tan line. Boom. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 colors. It's not. I don't know if you guys can see it as good. Terrible. Look at my butt cheek.
Totally unsanitary, but that was 30 years ago, so I made it. I made it through.
Chris, Plant Powered Muscle wants to know Gardein or Nugs. Have you had the Nugs?
I have. I did a whole video on them.
Well, I don't watch your videos. Oh, and you know what? Someone else wanted to know what kind of videos we watch in our spare time.
Okay,
That's a good one because I don't...
Okay.
The only one that I watch religiously is MMA World.
Yeah.
Every time I get email notification that MMA World has a new video, I'm like, ooh, what did all the UFC fighters say?
Oh, what'd they say about that?
I'm like, did you see that flying knee? It's...
But anyway, Gardein or Nugs? They're both really good. Are we talking about Gardein chicken? Probably. So Gardein or Nugs. Nugs are also really good. They're really tasty. My only concern about Nugs is they have MSG in them.
Oh,
So other than that, they're really good. A lot of people complain about the middle being kind of mushy, and it is true. It is kind of mushy, but the outside and the taste is there. The taste is really good. The outside is crunchy.
Or
They're different. Because some of the, I think the taste is there more in the Nugs, but like the texture might be better in like Gardein.
okay.
So
I mean, right now the company to beat, at least not in the Nuggets area, but like Beyond Meat,
Nike. Oh yeah.
Nike, Reebok.
Beyond Meat.
That's the company to beat. Beyond Meat, their sausage is like non-vegans love it.
They do. That somebody was just telling me about that the other day.
Maybe
that was
the burger. You just had a really good recipe test with a potential thing we might do for our pop up. Their grilled chicken strips. We use that all the time in like Chris will make chicken soup in the wintertime. Beyond Meat chicken is what we. I mean such a good company. Field roast I like too, but it's a saltier flavor.
Yeah.
We went through all this before.
Yeah.
Now we're just
And
splitting
Tofurkey's
hairs.
always been one of my favorites from the beginning.
They've been around for 200 years.
Effervescent says you can get the tattoo removed if you don't like it anymore. This is part of me. This is like the day that I went vegetarian, and my one of my best friends has the same tattoo. So like I would never get this removed. But I got to say, for those of you that know my story, I used to be a special investigator under the Department of Defense, National Security, and I used to dress in a suit and tie and carry a badge, and sometimes work at the Pentagon. And I always was self-conscious if somebody's going to be looking at my tattoo on my hand, like, is that a gang tattoo, or is it like? I mean, I've had a lot of people say, "Oh, you got like some dirt on your hand or something." Like, it's not dirt; it's a tattoo.
Like,
I don't even think of it anymore. Like, probably like you don't think of yours too much.
Yeah,
'Cause it's just there.
The thing is, working in retail, looking like this, I don't know how much people focus on your piercings or anything or your tattoos. It didn't. My bosses didn't care. They were friends of mine, so I never got any flack about showing it.
But you're gonna get a lot of flack working at the next place.
Strong, I know,
Yeah.
right? Strong Hearts doesn't allow tattoos or piercings.
Right, that's right. Marmaduke says that'd be such an awesome sleeve, Chris. I knew you would appreciate that 80s theme to it and stuff. But I might be like, oh, that hurts.
I'm gonna do 80s theme, but it's gonna be like Madonna, Mariah Carey, Sinead O'Connor, even though that was a Prince song. Nothing compares. Sorry.
There's a Russian male model that has the word vegan tattooed in like 5 places: his stomach, face, arms, etc.
And the thing is, he's not vegan.
Yeah, that's crazy. Not sure if you know, but what happened to Just last summer? Their condiments, dressings. Well, everybody was asking that question, so I text Josh, who is the CEO, and let me tell you what he said. Because I wanted to find out straight from the CEO of Just, so we're going to find out right now. I said, quick question, Josh. Are we going to start seeing the Just Mayo in stores again soon? And Josh said, move to new production facility, should be rolling out, completed by end of July. Sorry for the delay. So there you go, guys. That's straight from the CEO. So it should be by the end of this month.
It better be.
And if there's not,
We're gonna storm their building and start making it ourselves.
Health enthusiast wants to know, did I have short hair as an investigator? I did. It was a buzz cut.
In fact, some of our earliest videos, you have short hair.
Yeah, if you look at some of the older videos, I have short hair.
Like right when we started the channel.
Game Changers? What's that?
Oh, that's the Arnold Schwarzenegger produced it, and Chad just posted on it. Chad Sarno.
Yeah.
He got to cook for like Arnold Schwarzenegger and stuff.
Oh.
I don't know if he's actually in it or part of it, but it's all about just bodybuilding, but on plant-based. I think. I don't really know if it's about bodybuilding. I'm sorry, I made that up. We'll edit that out.
Well, maybe we can check it out and then know next time.
Yeah, we'll know next time, guys.
Weave Magic wants to know what your favorite veggie dog is.
Oh, we talked about that last time.
Yeah,
I still like the Smart Dogs, but you got to cook it right.
Yeah, the Smart Dog if cooked right, and also I think the Field Roast.
The Field Roast,
Frank's.
that's my favorite. Tofurky's hot dogs are good though too. Have you had them?
I have, but I like the Field Roast Frank's the best.
Oh, I'm telling Tofurky.
I like Tofurky the best. I like the Tofurky. I like the Tofurky roast the best.
Yeah.
Like nobody's gonna change my mind. I know that there's the Gardein and.
No, I agree with you on that.
I like the Trader Joe's though. I really do.
Field Roast or Tofurky, I actually buy more of the Field Roast.
The Field
Roast,
salty.
It's
yeah, it's too salty for me. It's really salty. But I think I grew up with. I mean, I know I grew up, but I grew up with the Tofurky, and it just kind of stayed with me.
Yeah. I mean, that was our very first
I still have the
things.
boxes. Every box that I would get, I still have. So I have some of the very old, like 20-year-old.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Where are they?
I think there's one in that. You guys, 1 second. Let me find it. It's either in here or the other drawer.
Oh.
Or maybe it's in my closet. But there is one like around here somewhere. I'm gonna go behind the green screen, guys. Pay no attention to the man behind the screen. Did that look weird? Oh, I found it.
Did you really? Oh gosh, we're missing a lot of questions here. We are missing a lot of questions.
That's all right. Yeah, we can.
Hey Chris, do you? Island Grower says, "Hey Chris, do you ship your T-shirts to Canada? And would you make shirts for a baby? I have an 11-month-old and want to get her some vegan zombie merch."
I did have a. Look at him. I did have some really baby merch. Okay,
my gosh, those are the old drumsticks.
Yeah,
they don't still make those, right?
So this is how Tofurky. Don't pay attention because if there's any green on here, it's gonna be. But this is how it looked. It had the little what is that? The wishbone, which is some seitan jerky, and then the drumsticks right over here. These are tempeh drumsticks. I mean, this is an old box, but the boxes are so quality that I would put stuff in it. So these are all old pictures from summer 2000. What was I just saying? What was the question? Shirts.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I just need you to email me through my website, the contact form, your full shipping address. I need to plug all that in and calculate what the shipping is. Because on the website I don't have it, so I can ship outside the United States because it's different, and I don't know how to do that. But if you give me the address, I will process the order for you. I don't have any infant clothes made right now, but I probably should because I just had a niece and I will have a nephew in a couple weeks, and they are little. I saw the niece.
I saw one of them.
I saw one of them last week.
So it's like this big.
She was 6 pounds. She's 6 pounds. She's like this.
Aww.
And they're like, "You want to hold her?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to break her."
That's like Aaron, Titty City guy, has a baby, and I went down to visit him, and he's like, "Do you want to hold the baby?" And
Does he hold the baby?
He does. Aaron holds the baby. Aaron's a dad. We're all growing up, you folks.
I wish I could have purchased the stock from Beyond, but it was everybody that got in early. I don't know. I wish I got in early on that.
Yeah.
Okay, what else did we miss here?
Health enthusiast was talking about a local pet supply store that doesn't allow tattoos or piercings, and a friend, every time she drank, her water would spill out of her piercing hole because she wasn't allowed to wear it at work.
Oh, they're not allowed to, but you can go in there with tattoos, right?
You just can't work there.
Oh, okay.
I think Marina was talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger being vegan, and he uses his public platforms to advocate for animals. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he is. But here's the thing. So I don't know, is he really vegan or not? Because he said this a year or two ago, talking about veganism with James Cameron. Because James Cameron, director of Terminator and everything,
Mm-hmm.
because James Cameron's a big time vegan, vegan schools, everything. He's doing a lot of good things with veganism, and he convinced Arnold to go vegan. But a week or two late, because I started following Arnold, which I still do, but that was why I started following him. A week or two later, he was on Epic Mealtime talking about bacon and stuff, and it was like, dude, you just said you're a vegan. So
sometimes
it's
the idea makes sense, and then it just there are certain parts that don't connect. Like, oh, I can't do that anymore.
Well, yeah, I did have baby zombie apparel because people asked for it, but literally nobody ever bought it. So I had it for years and nobody bought it, so I stopped making it because it's hard to make something little like that because my screen printer is not. I'd have to make a separate screen for it, and I think the only one I have small enough right there is the only design I have is a zombie crew. And I don't know if somebody wants like 2 guns on their thing saying zombie crew. I mean, I'd be totally down with it, but, I understand if somebody doesn't. Why did you leave that job, says Ronnie. Is Ronnie talking about you?
I think she's talking about the...
Ronnie, can you clarify? Oh, the tofu pups. Yeah, those are... Well, those are tofu
That's
pups.
That's the smart dogs, right? Same thing?
I think that they evolved into the same thing. But yeah, tofu pups. But either way, they tasted exactly the same.
Yeah. Game Changers...
you know what wasn't good? Was the soy boy ones. They weren't good.
No. And then Corey got a carrot dog at the Buffalo Veg Fest. And I remember I'm eating my delicious field roast hot dog. And Corey bites and he goes... I feel like they just sold me a carrot and called it a hot dog.
Yeah. I mean, you can make them taste pretty good, but
yeah.
Yeah, smart dogs, Annie. Boil them, or some people are against this, but if you put like a damp paper towel and you put them in the microwave for a minute, they come out really good that way too.
And if you wrap it really thick in tin foil and put it in the microwave for 10 minutes.
If you take it and you set it down in the sarcophagus of Chernobyl, it'll cook it pretty good too.
What you need to do is you take the microwave, cut the wire, plug one end of the wire on one hot dog, one end of the wire in the other.
And hit the quick bake.
And then plug it into the outlet. That's going to cook your hot dog.
Oh, inside joke. We did that. No, I'm just kidding.
We cook our hot dogs with electricity.
What
do you think about neck tattoos?
Marina has 5 neck tattoos.
I was thinking if I got a neck tattoo, I think I'd get it right here. And it'd just be a tattoo of a neck.
I think I would cover up right here on my neck.
Neck tattoos don't bother me. I don't know if I feel like we live in a day and age where people can just do whatever they like. If you want to tattoo,
I feel like if you got a neck tattoo, like you could instantly look scary. Like you're like, oh, hold on, look tough, and you're like, and people are like, don't mess with that neck tattoo.
Yeah. Like say we have a restaurant, and they're like, can I speak to the chef? And I come out,
and you're like this,
and I'm like, is there a problem?
Yeah, nobody can.
They're
see
like,
it.
that guy's got ink hugging his neck.
Yeah, they're like, no problem.
I want to
I love the pizza. It was really good. I just wanted to say I like the fact that it had like dirt on it. Did this fall on the floor? If it's okay if it did.
Anyway, sorry. Can you just keep cooking and leave me alone?
Aaron's a dad. Still weird to say. Still weird to say.
Oh, the government job. Ronnie V.
Oh.
Ronnie V.
When did I quit it? No, I forgot the question. Why did I quit it? Well, it's kind of a long story that I already told a million times. But in a nutshell, I didn't like the job anymore. I went to school for criminal justice. And then my ultimate goal, I wanted to be a special agent in the FBI. In the FBI, that thing that you said to me that one day. Like, you're never in the FBI.
Oh yeah, your band's never gonna. And
Anyway.
you were right.
Yeah, I wanted to be a special agent in the FBI. I wanted to solve violent crimes, and I failed. Like I basically failed because I hit the age requirement where I could no longer be a special agent, and I started hating my job. I was a special investigator, but not in the agency that I wanted to be in. And I remember just working one day and I'm like, I hate this. What do I love doing? And that's actually how I came up with the whole concept of the vegan zombie. Fast forward a few more years. I was able to be a contractor for my job where I only had to work minimal time. So I worked as much as I needed to pay the bills while I was also doing Vegan Zombie full time. And then it came to the point where my contact, my liaison told me, we need you to start putting in full-time hours or we're going to have to cut your contract. And I was like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, I'm moving to California. He's like, we don't have contracts in California. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm willing to do this if I can go to the nearest city from LA. I don't know. Where's the nearest city to LA that's not in California? Vegas? Can I go to Vegas and work once a month? He was like, we can't do that either. I'm like,
It's like they didn't even give you a choice.
They didn't give me a choice. They basically said, in my mind, this is what they said. I either had to work full-time doing my investigator job, and then that would pretty much mean no more Vegan Zombie. Or I could say Vegan Zombie full-time, and I'd quit that job. But I didn't want to quit it, but it was 3 years ago last month. It was June 2016, and I was standing in the other room, and I'm like, he's talking to me. I'm like, I just blurted it out. I'm like, I reluctantly resign. And he's like, all right, take care. And I'm like, okay. And I hung up and I'm like, what the heck did I just do? I'm like, I was terrified, but I was happy. I'm like, okay, Vegan Zombie full time. I can do this. I can put all my time into Vegan Zombie. And I'm like, I don't have any other choice. I have to do this. So it's worked out, and I'm glad I did it because I feel way better. It was kind of like my job to me was like John's job to him. Like, I literally was at the point, I loved the job when I first got it, but it got to the point where like I literally wanted to pull my hair out of my head some days. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I hate this job. I can't do this. I don't want another, like even on the weekends when I wasn't working, all I could think about was like, okay, for Monday I got to do this, 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 and this. And it just wasn't, I was making good money, but I had no social life. It sucked. And what I really loved doing was making videos for the Vegan Zombie. Literally, every day that I would go to work, I would think of like, oh, I want to do this video with John. I got to talk to John about this. Oh, we're going to do this. We got to film this recipe video. And then I go and I do my job, and I'm like, I hate this job. I hate this job. I hate this job. Okay, what do I got to do for Vegan Zombie? And that's basically what happened. So pursue your passions, people, because it's a lot happier of a life. Gardein bowls are pretty good. Don't forget to hit the like button. Can you guys see the like button? I can't see it on my end. Maybe you guys, if you guys can see it, smash it. We're on 1 hour, 11 minutes, 64 people watching. We're doing it. Is there any other things that went by that you?
No, everybody's congratulating.
Forget, I appreciate the friendly reminder. The cookbook, yeah. We managed to, Chris also said that the cookbook on Amazon isn't sold by him, yeah. So you would still be getting our cookbook, and I guess in a way supporting us because it's our recipes, but we don't make any, no kickback to us. Whoever's selling the book, in fact, we've never had any royalty from the book. So, but yeah, that's the only place you can buy the book right now. The book is out of print, and I need another publisher to pick it up at some point. I just had no time to do that or anyone to talk to. But maybe I should look into that because I have 5 books left. And it's in French and it's in German. You know what I miss? The vegan grocery finds videos. Well, I still do those, so they will always be. Those are one of the videos that do well on my channel, so I'll still be doing those.
Oh, Chris, what?
What?
Well, I was just gonna read that, but I'm way far ahead. You're almost there.
Oh, do you want to read it then?
No, you're fine.
What's that say? I'm honestly marrying your job, Chris. Shooting videos, editing, creating content, making shirts, etc. It's like a dream job. You know, I like it. I mean, it could be better, but it's, you know, at first I was so happy doing it, but now it's kind of at the point where like, you know, I'm barely getting by, and that's kind of getting old, but you know, it's still way better than going and working for somebody. I make my own hours, and surprisingly, you know, when you're your own boss, you think like, well, I'm my own boss. I can take these days off and these, but no, like I actually work more than I've ever worked because I'm always finding an opportunity to shoot a video, to interview somebody, to edit a video, something like that. So I'm always working, and I don't mind it when somebody says, "Aren't you? I bet you can't wait for the weekend." I'm like, no. I mean, all days are the same to me. Like it doesn't matter if it's a Monday to me or a Friday. You know?
Yeah.
What kind of YouTube videos do we watch? Why don't you?
Well, I already did.
Oh, you already said.
I said yeah, the MMA world.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the only one that and I'll like look up music videos every once in a while.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't watch any. Not that I don't like any other vegan channels or anything like that, but if I start watching somebody else and I like what somebody else does, my immediate reaction is going to be to try to do that because I enjoyed it, so I want to do it as well,
Yeah.
And it would take away the authenticity of whatever I want to do. And I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea because you should really be, if I want to do more on YouTube, if I want to post more videos, I should be looking at what's out there. But I don't know, I'm going to keep doing this for now. I'm going to put some music up and work with Kristen in the kitchen and play in the garden and do this pop-up with you. But what's your favorite?
I just go to what's recommended usually, and then I'll be like, oh my God, are you serious? I got to click on that, and I'll click on it. I don't normally go to like other vegan YouTubers, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I got to see what they're talking about here. But like I'll do like, weirdest top 10 or like craziest 911 calls, and like I'll go down like that route.
Yeah,
or
that's true.
Scariest stories ever, and I'll try to go to sleep, listen to the scariest stories. Usually they're not that scary, but sometimes there's one or two scary ones. But yeah, like all kinds of different things. A lot of like editing, film video, like Film Riot is probably one of my favorite YouTube channels that I started watching from the beginning. Anyway, what else do we got here? Our daily routines, Marina asks. Well, your daily routine is about to change, but go through your daily routine. It's pretty much the same you work every day, so.
I get up at 5:30
in the morning.
I
get up at 5:30 at night. No, just kidding.
I feed all the animals. Let them outside. Wilder poops on the floor every morning, so I pick that up. So what'll happen is I'll let the dogs out, and then I'll feed them, and then I'll run upstairs and try to like get ready for work and take a shower. And I come downstairs, I already let her out, but there's poop in the same spot. And I'm like, naughty. But what do you Anyway, I go to work. I mess around on YouTube. Like I'll try to look at some of my comments or whatever if I have time, and then I'll make sure I'm at work by 6:30, and I'll work until right now I get out at 3 every day because I'm leaving that job. But normally I would work until 4 or 5 every day, and then I'd go home and help. Either Kristen has already fed the dogs, so I might have to mow the lawn or do some laundry, or maybe play some music, or do this live thing with you. That's like, now this is my time. The afternoons are free. Your schedule is the one that you should be talking about because it's very weird. Like sometimes you'll be up till 6.
No. You guys don't know what just happened, but there's a big zombie thing that almost just fell down because I'm also Wilder. Because Zeke's trying to get in here now.
It's a naughty.
No. He can't be in here because last time I let him in here, this whole green screen just had black dog hair all over it. So my schedule is I sleep until I want to get up, which is usually, maybe like 10 or 11. Rarely do I sleep afternoon anymore. And then I get up. First thing I do, let the dogs out, feed the dogs. Then depending on the day, I might go for a run, 2 to 4 mile run. And then I'll come back, eat breakfast. And then I will, if I have shirts to make, I'll go make those in the garage, send those out to the post office. And then I'll usually come back home. If I have a video to shoot, I'll film the video. I'll prep the kitchen, wherever I'm going to shoot. I'll shoot the video. And then, different days, different things. Like maybe I'll shoot a video one day, and maybe I do mostly editing. So I'll edit a video. And most of my videos now, it's easier on my back for me just to lay on the couch. with like a pillow on in my laptop, and then I'll edit there. So I'm getting all my stuff done there. I do my social media, so I do my Instagram posts and stuff like that, and I'll upload a video on Wednesdays. I've been meeting with John, and we've been doing these live videos. Then I'll feed the dog around every 6 hours or so. I'll feed the dogs. So they eat like 3 times a day. Plus they get treats during the day, like carrots and stuff like that. Some peanut butter treats. Then I'll usually walk the dogs when it's dark out, when it's late. I like to go for late night walks, and there's way less traffic too. So I'll go for and I like to get out there and walk. It just clears my mind, and it gives me time to think about more things I want to do for YouTube, like more ideas and stuff like that. And then if I get all that done, I might still be editing, and sometimes I can edit until 6 in the morning. But other times, maybe I'll watch some Netflix. Like lately, I didn't binge. I just kind of watched Stranger Things this last week and a half. So, and then I'll go to bed. So I try to get 8 hours of sleep, but sometimes it's not even that. But I know sleep is really important. So that's usually my day right there when I'm not traveling.
And that's a day in the life of Chris.
Day of life, Chris. Day of life in the John. Well, the way I have my setup all propped up, I don't think it puts any strain on my neck. I lay nice and comfortable. One of the reasons for that is because I used to have back problems, and I had back surgery back in 2011. And after that, I try to always have really decent posture. I try to be very cognizant of that. So when I do lay down, I put a couple pillows up, and then I put a nice pillow up on my knees, and then the computer is right there in front of me. So it's very comfortable the way I do it, and I haven't had any problems or anything like that. Any updates on A44? Nothing other than what we already talked about earlier on in this video. Can you do some of these questions? I'm going to go give them some food real quick.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
Okay. Effervescent says, do you guys use biodegradable garbage bags? I feel like there's got to be another environmentally friendlier alternative, like something compostable for plastic-free July. So I don't have biodegradable garbage bags right now. Right now, what Kristen and I are doing, we're just trying to eliminate as much waste as possible. So we throw out a bag every other week right now. We recycle a lot, but recycling, it doesn't save as much as you think. Like there are some better ways we need to start thinking about as a society. The only biodegradable bags I have right now are for pet waste, cats and dogs. I buy them on Amazon. I have these big bags like this for cat litter, and I use the small bags for dog poop. Did I miss anything? What'd I miss? Marina says, John, I find that routine really helps with mental health. I hope you find a way to incorporate daily self-care events for yourself in your day. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much I want to talk about the whole work thing, but I think I should at least mention that the stress level at work and some of the things outside of work, like all the dogs in the house, and I think I spread myself way too thin for a couple of years, and I just snapped, and my body actually had a physical response from stress at work, and I lost like 20 pounds in like a month. So I was really, really alarmed at that point. Like the day that I freaked out, for some reason, one stupid thing happened at work and pushed me off the edge or over the edge, and I just gave a date. I didn't even think about it. I said, August 1st, I need to part ways, and I said it in the office for everybody to hear. And I'm kind of humiliated by it, but I'm also really glad because it's forcing me to focus on myself. You know, I can't take care of all the animals if I'm a dead man, right? So I'm trying to figure out what makes me happy, where I can focus my energy. I mean, I know I want to be at Mockingbird Farm with Janelle, you know, helping run that within the next year or so. And the guys at Strong Hearts, Joel and Nick, when they hired me, I told them, you know, I need to focus on Mockingbird and how to keep that moving. And they were really understanding. So hopefully this new schedule is going to help me focus on myself, what makes me happy, so that I can be more productive and just not go through life like the way I have been. Health enthusiasts, I don't find all the dogs to be stressful. However, taking on Wilder on top of Lex has heart failure, so Wilder's a puppy. She's very excited. I don't really care if she poops or pees in the house. It is what it is. There's already poop or pee in the house.
I slept in poop yesterday.
But it's really stressful when she's going and Lex has I think he's completely blind now, the vet said. So that's where it just gets stressed because I want everybody to be happy, safe, healthy. And with Wilder being a crazy dog and Lex, it's a little stressful. Anyway.
Are you kidding me? Look what Jeremy just sent me. You came up with this idea way long ago.
Yeah. Yep.
John,
I did come up with that idea.
John came up with this idea probably like 7 or 8 years ago. Jersey Shore zombies, like...
Yeah, like the cast of Jersey Shore, but as zombies.
Yeah, and it says...
The situation.
Jersey Shore zombies wanted for upcoming Netflix original. That was your idea. Wow.
See, and I'm just working in retail, not talking about any of my ideas. Just kidding. Wilder is the pit. Yes, health. And Marmaduke, thank you. You got everybody on my main channel and here have been super supportive, which is great. Like Chris, I reached out to Chris, who's been like a brother for a long time.
I convinced him to start a channel because, like, I'm like, dude, just make a channel, man.
I don't want to go back in time a lot. Like, I can't go back in time. We don't have the technology, or we do, and I don't know about it.
Behind that green screen.
But you straight up said, I mean, I turned down 2 Germany trips. I didn't take the cookbook as serious. I was too afraid to like take that leap with you, and I ended up in the same spot just 5 years later, 6 years later. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. 2014, I tried to leave my job, and I'm really close friends with the family that owns the store. So I got tied into staying there a little longer than I wanted to. That's all.
Now you're doing it.
And now I'm trying.
You're doing it. Produce, not pills.
Yeah.
Any other good questions while I was gone?
I kind of blabbed about my mental health for a minute.
Okay.
I hope you don't mind.
Did you talk about your new job at all or no?
No. Laura wants to know what my new job is, and right now I have... Come on.
That was a green screen.
It's not nice. Sneezed in my back screen. I'm just kidding. Bless you, my son. I am going to be working at Strong Hearts. I don't know my hours yet, but am I allowed to talk about it? It's not starting for a whole month.
Yeah, you can talk.
Okay. I'm going to be working for them at the fair, which will be awesome because I love working there. The line is out the door, and we're selling a bunch of vegan food instead of non-vegan food, so it's a huge impact.
Let's just talk about for a second how big of an impact the New York State Fair is. One of the 5 biggest state fairs in the country.
No kidding.
I think so, and it is not a very, very vegan friendly place. There are certain places where you can get some vegan things, but overall, I mean, they're exploiting animals. They got all kinds of like weird. I mean, you can buy fried kangaroo and crocodile. I mean, it's crazy. And
25-cent milk.
yeah, and you can
It's
see
really
all
not
those
vegan
cows
friendly.
there, and they're trying to tell people how like good they are. Well, anyway, Strong Hearts found a place to be in the food court there, and with their all vegan menu. And it's funny because this is how many years have they
This
been
is
doing
our
it?
3rd year, maybe 4th.
No, more than that.
Fourth year?
4 or 5 maybe, I think, because it's been a little bit. And
I think it's the 4th.
the line is bigger at the Strong Hearts booth than any other food vendor at the fair. It's crazy. Everybody is like, "Well, I got to try this. You're really telling me I can get, a vegan whatever, like a not made with meat, and it's going to be good?" And they go there and they're like, "Wow." And all these people that aren't even vegan are trying all this food.
It's awesome.
Milkshake,
it's awesome.
everything. Yeah. So, anyway, I didn't mean to.
Oh no, you're fine. You're fine.
Somebody asked about the cookbooks and stuff. So yeah, it's really a bummer because Barnes and Nobles reached out to us like 2 times. They reached out to us and said they wanted our books. I couldn't give them the books because they wouldn't take them from me. They would only take them from a distributor or a publisher. Our publisher, that we're technically not a publisher because we never signed the contract, but they are in Germany. And in order for the books to get there, they would have to go through customs and shipping and handling from Germany, and then the discount that Barnes & Nobles wanted to buy them at, we would literally be paying them to sell our books. So I was never able to get the books to Barnes & Nobles. I tried to say, look, because at the beginning I bought 1,000 of my own books. And I got to say, this is when I worked the other job and I had money. And I actually lost a lot of money by doing this because I'll just put out a figure. I had around $10,000 saved up in Facebook stock when Facebook was only at 32. Facebook has gone up to like 160 now. I literally lost like $50,000 or $60,000 if I still had that Facebook stock, the money that I had in there. But I ended up buying the books to sell on my own, and I wasn't able, to really. I basically gave them to like. I sold them when people would buy them on the site and when we went to Veg Fest, and also at like places like Strong Hearts. But that's the extent of it. And like no stores really sold our books except for a couple local stores, Green Plant and Strong Hearts. So we kind of lost out on the whole book thing.
So we're missing out on a little conversation between health enthusiasts and Graven babies. One of her dogs can't be mixed. I'm assuming Graven babies' dogs can't be mixed, and one of them got in and attacked the other one.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's so stressful. Our friend Shauna, Kristen's best friend, had some dogs because she rescues. She's a member of NEBTR, Boston Terriers. Yeah, and a couple of them had to be separated when she was fostering one, and it can be really stressful because you got to make sure that everything's in its own. Hopefully everything works out and the pup gets stitched up.
Yeah, what I was talking about the other day, like I think in the last one where I said like Zeke was being bad. I didn't mean that he was like peeing or just like not listening to me. I was saying he was being bad because he started attacking Indy. And Indy just didn't want anything to do with him, and he just wanted to be left alone, and he's much older, and Zeke was like literally like bite attacking him, and I had to pull him off and be like, this can't be like this. And now Indy doesn't like to go in anywhere near doors or anything near him, or they'll get in a fight, and I'm like, I can't have this. So they got to be
How are they doing
separated.
now?
Well, right now they're out there, but they know I'm right here, but I can't leave them alone.
I always keep Wilder because she's too excited. She nips at Belle and even Gertie, who's the Chihuahua. Not in a mean way, but she always wants to play, and all it takes is for one of the dogs to not be in a good mood, and if Belle doesn't, it's never come to that. But I don't want to come home to
Right. Yeah.
So I keep them separated as well.
I do have a digital cookbook, so that's also on the webpage, and that would probably be what I was going to send to another publisher if we could do that.
They're fighting right now.
Yeah, they're growling.
They're just playing.
Hopefully. But what I'm saying is it can go from playing to like fighting.
So can I knock the zombie down if I have to?
Yeah, but don't hurt him that much.
Yeah.
You guys. Anyway.
What we're in an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, 61 people. Somebody just joined us. I've stopped taking notes, but luckily we have Linda here. Linda's saving the day. She's also a moderator. Thank you, Linda, from Oklahoma City. And I believe Linda went vegan shortly after she made contact with us. So
Oh, that's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
I noticed Linda's been around for a while.
she has.
Yeah.
Big supporter of the channel.
Yeah. Thank you, Linda.
Let's see. Marmaduke has to sign off. Well, we understand
Yeah,
you're way over
it's
there in
late,
Sweden.
or early.
Yeah. Is Marina still on over in Russia? Ashley says, I'm excited there will be another fellow sanctuary caregiver at work who will understand my love and passion for rescue work too. Oh, cool. At Strong Hearts. Yeah, you're going to be working with Ashley.
I know. I'm really excited about that. I was just reading a really sad health enthusiast said there was a pit in a Chihuahua. Chow?
That doesn't sound like a good mix of...
And
yeah,
they came home and the pit had gotten to the other dog. See, that just makes me nervous because if you're not there to stop it, it could get out of control.
Hold on. I want to show you something. It was kind of humorous. I laughed, but it was. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It was earlier today on Facebook.
Produce
Not Pills.
Produce Not Pills said, "How do you keep the dogs separated?" I have a big
First thing that came
cage
up.
for Wilder.
Nick Cage.
Nicolas Cage actually keeps them separated.
Okay.
He's from the Rock.
Oh, right.
Hey, that's
Okay.
me.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, Kristen
you.
shared it.
You guys go over and check out. Well, not now, but after we get off here, go check out John's new video he did with his wife. I made the thumbnail. The other thing I was going to say is I am working on. I know this is the longest I've ever gone without making a video. It's been a week, you know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was, I don't know. Maybe it was some comment saying that I'm putting out too much stuff where I was like, all right, I won't make any videos, but that's not really why. But I just haven't. This is the longest I've gone without putting out a video, and I'm working on a video now, and it just might be vegan Hercules candy. So if you guys are missing their videos, I did a video with them, so that should be out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put it out tonight or if it's going to go out tomorrow because I don't like to post them too late, but...
Yeah, I posted that one video last night at 9:30 because I had band practice with Highland Funeral.
Oh, how'd that go?
We're trying to learn some fun covers so we can play a couple of bars here and there. It's
Okay.
tough because we all want to focus on an original. Okay, go.
Look, I just want to read this to you. This is a meme that my friend posted. It says, most aggressive dog breeds. You can't rank them because aggression isn't breed specific. It's a learned behavior, Chihuahuas. Oh, that was funny.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It was funny.
Oh, Jorge wants to know how long I want to live until.
What?
Down here, a little further.
Oh, wait.
Ashley. Sorry, I went way down. I went way downtown here.
Wait, we're saying goodnight to Marmaduke because it's late over there. Marina's still here, laying in bed, sleepless, over in Russia.
And Ashley and I are going to be able to talk about...
We're entertaining. Thank you, Marina. Yeah, we definitely would not do... We have 69 people watching. We're doing it.
We can't sign off here.
We got to keep going. Let's go to 100. They can't get us to 100 because, like, they don't know when somebody's going to sign on.
Yeah, unless they call their friend and be like, Barbara, you need to get on YouTube right now.
Barbara. That's what I would be doing.
Barbara, you got to get on this channel and see these two goons.
It's so hot. Effervescent, where are you? John's vid is good.
Thank you.
Love the new video with Kristen. The garden taste test dips. New candy options. Well,
I learned a lot on that gardening vid. People are like, you're doing it wrong, idiot.
Who's doing it wrong? You?
Yeah.
gardening?
Somebody said it in the comment. No, nobody said anything. There are some things, though, that I learned.
Well, obviously,
We'll talk about it in the next video.
You're not John Kohler, but you're pretty close. Well, maybe
Yeah,
not.
well, see, here's the thing. John that planted squash last year is like, I need to make those 2 feet apart. And then he says to Kristen, his wife, buy the vegetables for the garden. She says, okay. And she bought too many.
Okay.
So this is her fault.
Okay, so Produce Not Pills says, Chris, what is your favorite Abe's muffin? It's probably the chocolate chip, and a close second would be the cornbread. They're all really good. The naughty number. Let's all call Barbara. We will. We should. Marina, did you watch Stranger Things 3? Do you watch that?
Zeke is just licking Indy's face right now.
Is he? Yeah. He's out there licking. I just gave them food and like 2 carrots each. Are you gonna grow pumpkins? That'd be sweet.
Not here, but I'm sure Janelle's got something growing at the
Over
farm.
at the farm.
Yeah, I don't have enough
Mockingbird.
room, and if I put them right in the ground, my dogs would.
W. Costin says, please say hi. Please say hi.
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 Let's call the naughty number. That should be my YouTube channel.
The naughty number?
Welcome to the naughty number.
And it's everybody's so disappointed because it's not.
It's not. There's no naughty number.
John,
If it's not too personal, sorry.
No, you read it. It's for you, not me.
John, Produce Not Pills. I keep trying to like spell out the name.
Yeah, because at first it took me a while.
Production Octopus.
Produce, not pills. Produce, not pills.
Produce, not pills. Like vegetables instead
like
of
lettuce and cabbage.
Yeah, I have some of those. Do I have a good relationship with my family? That's a good question. I would say yeah. I have 5 brothers, and I still have a good relationship with my mom and my dad. I'm not big on family events. If I'm being 100% honest, Chris.
Well, that's because none of your family's vegan.
Yeah,
like mine.
Like where I have the biggest problem is I'm vegan, fine, but I also have a sanctuary with Janelle, and when I hear the next door neighbors talking to somebody asking how the pig was, and you got to get the underbelly where the fat is, like it really, I'm like, I don't know. It's very difficult to be around family events for me, and Kristen and I both, because I don't know. I don't know why. It's just really hard to just be subject to that, and I want to like say something harmful to bother them, like, do you know, like, watch this video. Do you want to know where that food is? It's not so fun. Hey, I'd love to do that, but biking. And listen, it's not funny to me. Don't make jokes like that, or I'm gonna be not nice, and I don't like to be not nice in front of my family. But you know what I'm saying, like.
But your immediate family is pretty cool, right? Because your dad always makes rolls for
They're
us.
super supportive.
Yeah.
And they talk about.
And they
the
love
vegan zombie.
vegan zombie.
It's like, hey, come on over for the 4th of July. I'd rather not.
Because all of your other family is, they're
not vegan. I'm the only vegan in my family that I know of. So that was a long-winded answer. I do get along with my family. I don't like big family events or holidays. I don't like to be around the holidays.
That's why we started doing our own vegan holidays, and they went over pretty well.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Stranger Things yet either, Weave Magic, so no spoilers here.
Marina says she hasn't watched Stranger Things yet, because I was going to ask you a question about it, but I'll wait until you watch it. You guys, stop.
Produce not. You know what? Kristen and I are gonna go live next Thursday on my actual channel,
And you're going to talk about that?
and we'll actually do a whole thing. We'll talk about how we met. I mentioned to her that we should talk about her cancer story, but depending on how she wants, if she doesn't feel right about it, we won't do that.
Maybe that could be like another video down the road, but this one you could talk about like how you guys met and
Yeah, and really our vegan journey, because she wasn't vegan when I first met her, which is kind of cool. She's been vegan for 8 years.
let me go separate them.
Okay, you got to keep them separated.
You guys, Zeke, you're being really bad. Andy, come here. No, not you. And you go.
And it's funny because I learned Produce Not Pills was asking about if we do a video about
No.
relationship. And I would be down if Kristen is, because I think it's really awesome to be completely honest, because there's a lot of people that feel the same way I do, versus somebody that tries to cover everything up and just be this bubbly ray of light. Like, we all got problems. We should talk about them. I should be honest that maybe I have some mental health issues and I'm looking for a therapist right now, and I want you to be able to have the strength to talk to your friends if you're feeling, anything like this. Don't be afraid to reach out, because it took me a really long time to reach out to my friends, and it got really dark for a while there. What am I talking about? Let's talk about other stuff.
Chris, your little niece is so cute. I love her, and she's got a little sister now. So now I have 3 nieces, and I'm gonna have a nephew in a week or 2, maybe 2 weeks.
It's crazy.
All veg. Linda's driving to Kentucky tomorrow for family reunion. I hate going to the grocery store already, but it's even worse. Weave Magics. I go to the grocery store. I know you can't do this, but I go. Maybe you can now after your job. But I usually go really, really late at night. I wonder if your sleep schedule is going to change.
It depends. If I'm guessing I'm going to get closing shifts.
And you won't be out until like midnight.
That's fine. Maybe I'll go home and edit and play music, and then
you'll be on my schedule.
Go to sleep at 3 in the
morning.
morning.
Do some night videos.
Night videos.
I'm still supposed to do a video with Joel at Strong Hearts. He wants to make vegan ranch.
Look at. We should do a video on what to do with your t-shirts after they get a hole. Am I the only person that wears a hole into their armpit?
No, I have not this one, but I have some.
And the thing is,
I bought this at the Monroeville Mall at the 40-year anniversary for Dawn of the Dead, in the mall where they shot Dawn of the Dead. Okay, anyway.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Which, oh, never mind. I can't talk about Stranger Things. Sorry. We have to watch Stranger Things, so we have to do a video about Stranger Things. But people have to know that we are going to give spoilers, but we won't do it without talking about it.
And we'll put spoiler in the title.
Yeah.
Spoiler alerts.
Yeah.
Don't watch.
And then we'll have like some spoiled like vegan yogurt sitting right next to us.
And I'll eat it every time we mention a spoiler.
That's a good game. What else? Johnny, Feel Your Pain, family events. I don't have to write the question down because I already know. Maybe I shouldn't even ask it.
How many vegan shirts do you own?
Oh my god, it's...
Mostly my vegan shirts are vegan zombie shirts. I don't really get a lot of...
Well, it wouldn't have been a lot, but then all of a sudden I did that Vegan Tea Thursday and everybody would send me vegan shirts. So I got a vegan shirt every week for 2 years.
200 years.
So I've got well over 100 vegan shirts. And I think I'm going to do... I already said this earlier in this video, but I think I'm going to do... take your guys' suggestion and do a video where I just show each of my shirt. And I probably don't even remember where I got all of them from, but I can do my best. I mean, I remember when you were born, even on the day. So... Has wearing your vegan shirts ever striked? Oh, all the time. Especially the vegan zombie ones. Those ones. I've had people say, vegan zombie? Oh, I know them. And I'm like, oh, really? Yeah, isn't that a band or something? I'm like, no. But that was like at the beginning of doing it. I actually had Senator, I think it was Chuck Schumer. I think it was... If I'm not mistaken, I was at the state fair and he was walking through the state fair saying hi to everybody, and I was walking by and he's like, he saw my shirt and he goes, vegan zombie, and I'm like, hey man. I shook his hand. But yeah, like all the time, people, like if you wear vegan shirts or especially the vegan zombie shirts, people always ask questions. And I think I have so many people that I've sold the shirt to or given the shirt to say, hey man, I need another shirt because everybody's asking me about that. I mean, my Aunt Mary Jane wore one to Vegas. And people were saying, oh my God, Vegan Zombie, I watched that show. She goes, he's my nephew! Yeah, they are good conversation starters. what are your views on having children?
Ooh, that's a very... My views have changed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Want me to go first? Or do you want to go first?
Well, I can just say right now, I
Do it.
don't want children. I enjoy my brother's children. And I got 2 dogs. That's too much for me.
Yeah.
But if I was going to have children?
Children?
If I was going to have 1 children, there's so many that need adoption.
I know.
I feel like this, that's just imaginative. I go ahead. I'm still in make-believe land.
Well, okay, so I'm a firm believer in, I am not having children either. Kristen can't.
Right.
So she had to, because of her cancer, she was at risk for other types of cancers, so she had a hysterectomy. But we had to have a conversation right before the operation because the doctor said, if you guys want to have kids, now's the time. And we're like, I don't. For the longest time, I said I wanted to have kids, my other relationships.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the opposite because I've known forever that you didn't want kids.
No.
I thought you were going to say you do want kids.
No, when I was with my ex-girlfriend, actually, right before Kristen, I entertained the idea, but never would have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it never would have happened. I always said, yeah, I'll have kids someday, but never really was sold on the idea. I used to, and I don't want kids, but I used to be like, why does anybody want to bring any more people into this world? Why does everybody keep having babies? But what I like is people like your brother are, I don't know. They're raising vegan babies. That's kind of exciting to me. So it's like, healthy babies on a vegan diet.
I think it's great. I'm Uncle Chris. I'm great around them.
I have like 18 nieces and nephews, man.
But
I'm good for kids. I have a niece that's 5 years younger than me. She's married and has 2 kids. So I've had a niece since I was 5 years old.
So you don't want
no kids
on your own.
I am not a kid guy.
So Lemon Drop wants to see the shirts. We're gonna do that.
And Becky and Aaron have a baby. I don't know why I didn't.
Becky
All of my friends that had babies that are.
Shout out to everybody that has babies.
Shout out to every baby.
I have friends who have kids that are now like 26 years old.
Yeah.
Like, I'm old. I'm like, wow, your kid's almost older than me. My husband said that there is a 3-week time frame to give people enough time to watch new shows, movies, and then it's free. I agree with you, Laura. Like, I totally agree with that. It's like, hey, if I can't give you guys the ending of E.T. away or Last of the Mohegans, which I did twice this week on my Instagram story, come on, that movie's like over 25 years old.
Spoiler alert!
It's like the book was around for like thousands of years. No, just kidding, not that long, but the Avengers movie was so good. I'm going to tell you what happens at the end. They all go and beat up Ronald McDonald. That's not really what happened. Carrie says, I wasn't invited to a niece's wedding 6 weeks ago. That niece needs to get off of your Christmas list or whatever you celebrate. Okay, so we got on the topic of kids. I told you what Katie said, right? When she was at like her rehearsal, she was doing a dance recital, and it was the same day that her sister was born. But Brian said, I'm going to make it there no matter what. So right after she had the baby, he like raced all over there, and my mom and Rachel and my sister, they were all like helping her out because her mom wasn't there to help her because she was having a baby. And she said she went in the back, and there was some other kids there that were trying to share like the goldfish crackers with her. And she goes, no, I'm not going to have those because they're not vegan. There's animals in there. And she didn't eat it.
That's amazing. Brian's such a good dad. Right?
Yeah.
You guys like me, right?
Ashley is just going to focus on rescuing chickens.
They are kids. Chickens are kids. Ashley, the way you treat your babies, that's, I think, better than some people treat their children. You're a good chicken.
Did your wife also not want children? I mean,
yeah. So Kristen and I had to sit down before she had the hysterectomy and say, do we want children? And she had no desire either. And we both said, if for some reason we want to adopt, people have offered to, be, what's that thing where someone else has my baby?
The concubine?
No, like Janelle offered and a couple other friends offered. If you want, I will hold thy seed.
Yeah, that's a concubine, right?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't want to do that. There's a lot of people that would that need to be adopted, and dogs and animals though. So that's my focus. That is the sanctuary. I know.
Yeah, because those are
and Audrey's. We already have a sanctuary baby, Audrey. Joe and Janelle already went through that trouble. So Kristen made the decision. Surrogate, is that right?
Yeah. So what the heck's a concubine?
I feel like that's a science term.
No, it's not. We gotta look it up. Anyway, Lost on Earth says the new theater near my house is playing The Goonies and Labyrinth. That's funny. Just the other day, I mentioned The Goonies and Labyrinth in the same video. Anyway, where am I at?
We got 79 people.
Oh my God.
So how many Barbaras are in here? I want to know who called their friend Barbara.
As a summer kids movie thing, what was one of your favorite childhood classic movies growing up? I've got a lot of them, and Goonies is one of them. My all-time favorite movie, as a lot of you guys already know, because all I do is talk about it, is E.T. I love The Never-Ending Story. I love The Burbs. I love Stand By Me. There's so many of them. I could keep going on, but I'm not going to, because then I'm going to want to watch them all.
That's awesome. M. Lemon Drop is working on getting her kids to eat vegan.
That's awesome.
There's a lot of comments coming in.
See, I did the opposite. I worked on getting my mom and the rest of my family to eat vegan, and now they all are.
That's amazing.
With the exception of my dad, but...
W. Costin is the one that called Barbara. So 70 people are named Barbara.
Do y'all eat produce coated in beeswax? No, I do not. Unfortunately, so much is covered in beeswax these days.
I'm looking concubine up.
It's so bad. Like, is it? It's like, what is it like?
It's probably some sort of torture device.
Is it like? I know it's got to be wrong.
A woman who lives with a man but has lower status than his wife or wives.
What? Wait, a woman who lives with a man but has lower status than...
You're not as important as me.
Okay, so it's similar. It's like
I get it.
It's like a mistress. It's not his... So
right, because I had to bet...
It's a mistress. Okay, so it is similar. It's not the wife. It's just the other one.
It's a girlfriend.
So it's very similar without the baby. It is.
Oh,
the Warriors.
Let me ask if I can get myself a concubine. You think? I'll ask her.
Ask her. Check her.
She's still Google it. I have to ask her when there's not a phone around.
Oh. We did it. We looked up concubine. Okay. On to the next question. Oh, my daughter listens to K-pop nonstop, so you're missing that. We can turn on some K-pop.
What's K-pop?
Never mind.
Hang on, I'll Google it.
No. Oh yeah, the Dark Crystal. Yep, the Dark Crystal.
Oh,
definitely.
Kristen loves the Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal is one of the Gelflings and the Skeksis. I was just talking about the Dark Crystal the other day too. My friend, actually, sorry.
Oh,
so sorry about that. Actually, our friend Neil just got for his birthday a really awesome book. Of the Dark Crystal. So we're trying to get up to 80 people watching. We can do
all we got to do, let's grab the concubines.
Trying to get out of the concubine. I have seen The Warriors, but it's been a long time.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Can't laugh because my husband is sleeping. You got to laugh under the pillows. Justin says, my fiance and I have been vegan for 10 years, and you guys have helped us all along the way.
Oh, that's
Congrats.
Awesome. Yeah, we love hearing stuff like that.
We do need more vegan fruits and vegetables that aren't covered in beeswax and shellac.
Oh, we got a Death Star background request. You still have that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Chris.
What? Okay. Dun, 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 dun,
Speaking of
dun.
favorite all-time movies, that was mine growing up.
Dun. What's yours now? Is that still it? Is there a movie that gives you like that feeling that you just love that you watch maybe once a year?
No, it's not an old. Well, It's a Wonderful Life, but that's not a scary movie or anything. That's my second all-time. Yeah, a big one. It's gonna be a big one. I watch that every Christmas we make Christmas cookies.
I do too.
And then we watch that. Indy, I will on live camera. Get over here. I'm sorry.
People under the stairs.
Sorry, I'm yelling. There's probably somebody walking by.
I should start selling my bread. Well,
That,
I need a bigger oven.
yeah.
81 people, 80 people watching. We did it. This is the most people I've ever seen on this
So
channel.
technically, if we're on for another 5-6 hours, there could be 500 people on this.
There
thing.
could be 500 people. We can
I'm
get
not
them all
doing
in
that.
here.
I will not. I'll do anything for love. You notice how I
The
get
Room.
scratchy?
Seen The Room. Shout out to Zeke. He was just looking in here. The Shining. I love The Shining.
Oh, what? The
Hi,
Shining.
hi, Mark. Did you see that? Ridley Scott's Legend. We were just talking about Ridley Scott because we had like a little debate. Somebody thought that Enya sang the song in Gladiator, Now We Are Free. And I'm like, no. It was Lisa Gerrard and Hans Zimmer. And they were like, no, it's Enya. I'm like, no, it's not. And if you look it up, it's Lisa Gerrard and Hans Zimmer. But they still didn't believe me, so I'm like, all right, so what can I do to prove it? So then I looked up a video of her actually singing it. Words coming out of her mouth. Even though I wasn't actually there. But anyways, yes. I love that song. And sometimes when I see like a bunch of weeds growing that looks like wheat, I'll like go by like this and I'll play that song.
So I do that too, but I pretend like I'm from the Gladiator movie.
That's
Russell Crowe.
That's what I just said. I was doing that from Gladiator. That's the song from Gladiator.
Yeah, I
Now We Are
wasn't
Free.
listening to that part. I was thinking about concubines over here.
What the heck? You bring concubines back. 81 people. That's 9 times 9. There's 9 rows of 9 watching this. Barbara. So I guess if we keep talking about concubines and Barbara,
If somebody named Barbara comes in here, I'm gonna lose it.
get your friend named Barbara. Somebody's gonna make a YouTube channel named Barbara. I have not seen the new Child's Play.
Oh my God! Do you know who the voice actor is though?
Who?
Luke Skywalker.
Oh yeah, Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill. Well, What We Do in the Shadows is hilarious. Probably 2 vampire movie.
What about the vampire movie Once Bitten?
With
Yep. Come on. Come on.
Wait, hold on. The Nutty Professor.
No, dude. Maybe, but I was thinking of a different actor.
Wait, I can't think of Eddie Murphy.
No, dude.
Wait, it's not him?
No, it's unless I'm thinking of a different.
Oh, Leslie Nielsen? Wait, hold on. Once Bitten.
Dude, you're gonna.
Am I wrong?
Yeah. Well, that's who I'm talking about. That guy right there. Have you seen this? That's Jim Carrey.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I've seen
That's
parts
James
of it.
Carrey.
Wait, what's the one with Eddie Murphy then?
You're thinking of Dr. Dolittle.
No.
The zombie.
It just fell on
I break
him.
my guitar and the zombie thing all in one.
Oh, Vampire in Brooklyn. That's the one I got.
You see what you did, Zeke? All my friends are gonna know now.
Mark Hamill is the best Joker.
Did you see?
Yes,
Did you see?
Kite Hill. Oh, it's coming at you.
Huh? Joaquin Phoenix?
Is the Joker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I haven't seen it, but
Did
yeah.
you see the preview though?
No.
You know what? Let's pull up the clip for the folks at home. Pull it up.
It's harder to do.
I know, I'm just
Wait,
kidding.
where'd you go? Hold on. Preview.
I don't really know if Jim Carrey's full name is James. Jimothy, I think it is.
Jimothy Cricket. Addams Family, E.T., or Johnny Depp. E.T.'s always going to win for me.
You know what movie I like too? The Nightmare Before Christmas, even though it's a animation. And I, Jack, the Pumpkin King. Have you ever seen it? You're not listening.
I have, yes.
You're too busy. You're researching.
It's
What are you trying to do?
Halloween movie.
Do you think you can really do this?
Oh, I can do anything.
So that everybody can hear it too, though?
Oh.
See, the sound they can't hear. Unless we play it through that speaker over there.
I don't want
The Joker, you guys should look up Joaquin Phoenix.
We'll do that another time.
Yeah, we'll do it another time.
Jimothy. Evil was my favorite in Fright Night. You're so cool, Brewster!
How about this movie? Have you ever seen? My brother had it, and
Gremlins,
if I'm
definitely
going to
one
be
of my
honest,
faves.
I was a kid. There were boobs in it. I'm sorry, but
What? Fright Night?
no, not Fright Night.
Yeah,
Are
there were.
boobs in Fright
Yeah,
Night?
there are.
What about this is one, and I don't know if there's a 1, 2, or 3, but Silent Night, Deadly Night 4.
Oh, I just
This
remembered that.
murderer guy dresses up like Santa and he
Don't
kills.
spoilers.
He kills it in the movie. He's such a good actor.
Yeah, no, the cover of that scared me as a kid because the cover is. Wait, why don't I show you guys the cover?
Show him. Why don't you show him the clip?
I will.
Pull up the clip.
I'm gonna pull up the clip. You guys probably already know the clip. The Silent Night. So many people probably.
84.
Oh my God, you're okay. So
Ooh, Edward Scissorhands is a good one from Lost on Earth. Just we're throwing out movies. I kind of want to watch them.
why isn't this picture coming up? Come up. It's like not coming up. Why is everything not working for me?
What are you trying to?
I just want to show them the picture. Okay, hold on. So now if I go,
Look at that picture.
no,
Show them that one.
Don't look at that picture.
Okay.
This is a PG channel. No, this is my second channel. This is whatever, right? Okay, so now I got to go over here and figure out how to get that over here. Display capture. Okay, so then we got to take away the Death Star. Oh, that looks weird. Okay, so there it is. Can you? No, they still can't see it.
Hang on. What if I just leave?
Oh,
My chair.
Do I really got to go like this? Silent Night, Deadly Night. We got Santa going down the chimney with an axe. That's pretty scary. As a kid, that's pretty scary.
Yeah. Now we're adults. We know that that's just a fake arm. And,
Or is it? Because like, did they ever prove that it wasn't real?
yeah, I mean Santa.
Anyway, I got to get better with this green screen stuff. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I really thought I was hanging out with a professional here.
Wait, what is this? The guy who played Evil Ed in Fright Night. What? I didn't know that. Wednesday was all grown up. Are you talking about why can't I remember her name?
Oh my God, Christina Ricci.
Yeah.
I had the biggest crush on her growing up. You know, she's older than me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I never. I'm not saying I had a crush on her as Wednesday. That's weird. That is, but like older, in Buffalo '66, she's so pretty. You know what I'm talking about. You're not paying attention.
I like Buffalo '66 is another awesome movie that I watch like once a year.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I watched it with you for the first time.
Yeah.
And Kristen and I talked about it yesterday, actually.
Oh, but right here, Streamlabs. I did mess around with Streamlabs for my Twitch for a little bit. So I just put this on because I already know it works and I didn't have to mess around with anything. I could just go on. So what happened here? Why is that up like that? Why does it look like this, John?
I don't know, Margot.
Oh, wait, you know why? There.
Oh, a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I watch that every year.
I like European the best.
The European. That's a good one.
But Christmas is good too, though.
Christmas is good because I watch it.
Grace,
she passed away 30 years ago.
You couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant.
He's in
He's dead.
Yeah, I know, but he's in Tales from the Creep Show or Tales from the Dark Side? He's in one of those movies. And he's like this rich guy, and this cat, he wants the cat gone because this cat has killed everybody, so he gets a hitman. And the hitman's like, oh, you really want me to, you're going to give me all that money to kill a cat? And he's like, it's more than just the cat. And he's like, yeah, whatever, old man. And he can't, like, the cat. And I would always have a reoccurring dream of this black cat that would come after me no matter where I went. And once it would jump on me, I'd put my hand there and it would, like, scratch my arm to, like, shreds. And I'd try to throw it back and it would always jump to, no matter where I went, like, it would eventually catch up to me, which is kind of like this, I think it was, anyway.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy. But there's an actual story like that from, I think, Ray Bradbury, but I'm not sure. Margot and Barbara. Code names for Jon and Chris, Margot and Barbara.
We should totally... I could be a Barbara.
The Pet Sematary remake wasn't very good. I didn't see it, but 3 years ago, my memory came up. Facebook memory. I was at Stephen King's house, which is really cool. And I went to the cemetery where they filmed that. And that was pretty cool. And then I saw the tower, the water tower that inspired him to do it, and also the grate that he looked down with the Pennywise.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Justin Yankee. Oh,
Right.
man, sorry if I butchered your last name. Go down here real quick. Did you hear that they're doing a Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
Yes, I did. I used to read that in school.
I still won't read those books. They freak me out. I've read them all a million times, but I used to read it in school during my study hall or whatever, and they'd freak me out. And then I'd think about them at night, and I'd think about like that lady in the basement with her like jaw. I'm like, she's in my basement right now.
The drawings were so creepy.
The drawings were so creepy.
Yeah.
You know who could do those drawings? I bet is
Cody.
Yeah.
That's not who you were thinking, right?
No, I was thinking of oh my gosh! Hang on, we'll edit this out.
Sean, we're losing watchers while you're googling it, Barbara. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Mark and Brenda.
Mark and Brenda.
Mark from
Oh yeah, he totally can.
Yeah,
because he actually draws now for the No Sleep podcast.
Yeah, he does. What a talented dude. So nice.
The No Sleep podcast, if you're looking for like horror stories to listen to.
We should do the next podcast. We should talk about our cruise experience.
Oh, Lost on Earth says, anyone seen the original Night of the Living Dead? And I just quoted Night of the Living Dead. And actually, I was in that cemetery last year. The Evans City Cemetery. Pretty awesome. Yeah, I think we should talk about the cruise. That would be cool. Ghost movies freak me out. I have some pretty good ghost stories, but that'll be for like another one, because we're already at 2:11.
Ooh.
What time is it? It's 8
I should
o'clock.
probably get going.
Yeah, we should. What do you say? 10 more minutes?
Yeah, we'll 10-minute warning.
Since there's so many people watching,
but this is
questions,
great. If there's more questions, we'll cover it next week when we're.
Sorry, off topic, but is John hungry? Well, we kind of had some food before we came up here, and you ate all those oat bars. So he actually has food. Right.
Yeah, I haven't been hungry since we started this. Actually,
yeah.
I've been eating dinner at like 11 o'clock at night because like that's when I get home and I have time, and then I fall asleep right after and I wake up with this upset stomach. So
yeah,
I gotta change.
Queen Mary stories creep me out, says Carrie. Not for Mill.
The cat nightmare sounds scary as...
It is. It was.
Sounds, yeah. And I can picture it, like, shredding at your
Well,
arms.
what it would do, it would come at me, and, like, I would literally... I mean, I've had this since I was a little kid. I would grab it by the neck and try to kill it. I mean, I know I'm vegan, but, like, this cat was trying to kill me. And I'd try, but no matter what I did, it would, like... You know, like, it would just put its claws and just go like this, like really fast on my arm, and my arm would just be like bloody. And I'd try to throw it and then close the door and run away, but no matter where I went, it would eventually see me and it would just come at me. And there's a story about that where this mummy, this archaeologist back in like the 1920s undoes this mummy crypt, and the mummy has a curse on him, and so the guy takes off, but very slowly the mummy would find him wherever he went throughout the next 20 years. Like, he always tries to get away, and wherever he went, the mummy would slowly catch up to him. So he would fly to another country, And near the end of it, I mean, this is old, so this is a spoiler, but near the end, he's up in this luxurious hotel and everything, and he would always have a way out, but he hasn't seen this mummy now in like 5 or 10 years, so he thinks he outran it, and it's gone now. And there he was at the end. He was drinking some wine or something out looking the city. I don't know what city he was in, and all of a sudden, in through the door, the mummy comes and it gets him at the end, or he falls out the window, and that was the curse. It would never stop.
Somebody just came up with a really good idea. You guys should do Justin said you guys should do a ghost hunting video.
13 Curves.
But there was also a really cool. I made a joke about a ghost once. I used to deliver newspapers at the middle of the night.
Good night, Ronnie. Sorry, go. I was just saying good night.
Oh, good night, Ronnie. No, my hat's not glued to my head. I'm a bald guy. I look funny.
And I'm wearing a wig.
So I leave my hat on. So I don't want to tell the story on live YouTube, but we should go to. There's a train tracks that's haunted.
Oh yeah,
in Canastota.
Yeah.
I told you that story.
Yeah, I've been
when
there.
I was
It's,
delivering newspapers.
EB Bridge.
Yeah,
yeah.
We should go there and film a video and
I'll
talk
do
about
it.
all our scary. We're doing that.
We're
We're
doing
gonna do a YouTube video where we go and talk about all our scary stuff.
Shannon's got a good one too. Wants me to do home videos on my next podcast, so I can queue up a bunch of them and figure out how to play them while we talk, and we can watch.
I bet there's some fun ones of us way back in the day, as long as they're.
There's a lot of us because. So here's what happened. So I'm. It doesn't seem so anymore, but when we were younger, I'm like a considerable amount of years older than you. So when you guys were graduating high school, I was like in my mid-20s. I'm like, what, 6 or 7 years older than you?
Yeah. 6.
Yeah. So when I was graduated from high school, you were just like a 12-year-old.
A baby.
Yeah. So anyway, when my younger brother and John are the same age, so when they both graduated high school at the same time, and that's really when I started hanging out, because I wouldn't hang out with you guys when you guys were like young kids. I was like, no man, too cool for that. I'm not going to hang out with my little brother. But when you guys graduated high school, we started hanging out.
Yeah, 1999 is when we really started.
Yeah.
The year before.
Yeah, and then you guys graduated, and we started hanging out, and that summer, when you guys called it the summer of 2000, I took out my camcorder because you guys didn't really care, but I had already like experienced like, you know, my summer with my friends, and then everybody kind of going their own way. So I decided I would sit and document your guys' youth, like probably like the last time you guys were all going to be together. And you guys, no man, we're gonna be so tight like a big group forever. And I'm like, it usually doesn't go that way. And you know, I was right. You guys kind of like all went your own way. But that summer I filmed everything, and then like when it was time for like the summer was over and everybody went off to like college and stuff like that, I gave you guys all a DVD that I burned of the whole summer of our shenanigans. And
I was a different person back then.
Yeah.
If you look at all those pictures, I was
you
miserable
were like,
all the time.
Everybody's smiling. You're like,
I was always tired. It wasn't until like 2005 until I really started to change. I was vegan back then and everything.
Yeah.
But
we used to hang out like that, and I thought, I mean, that's why I picked you to be the face of the vegan zombie, because I'm like, I have a really cool concept that I want to do, but I want somebody that's most like me, like somebody that's vegan for the right reasons, and you know, that knows how to cook and can do this, and that's why I came to you. And good thing you did it.
And then I ran away, and now I'm back.
Yep.
But you're the face, and I'm just the butt. Someone's got to be the
But yeah, this ghost story thing sounds
Yeah, we need to
awesome.
do that. Write that down. Write that down.
We have
Somebody write this down.
I'll write it down.
Barbara?
So ghost stories and home videos. Dream over.
Oh, really? You think?
Yeah.
Nobody's going to know that one.
It's a good one.
All
Oh, we're gonna go out to one of my faves.
right. It's just the end of it, though.
It's just the end. Yeah. Ghost stories, home videos. Oh, the t-shirts. What do you guys think? Some of these I could probably do without John on a day that I can just go live. Probably the t-shirt one. Ghost stories is cool because there is a place called 13 Curves around us. You guys can look it up. 13 Curves up not too far from here, where in like the 30s or 40s this couple got married and they got in a terrible accident there, and people say that sometimes they can see a ghost on that road.
Oh, Ashley didn't know the people. Ashley, are you from that area?
Oh yeah. That's close to where she is.
Really?
Well, kind of. She's in Oneida.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Ashley, I'll take you there one day. I was delivering newspapers, And the train tracks, there's a story behind it, but I'm not going to give it away now. You'll just have to watch the video. Or I'll just tell you next time I see you.
The sun's rising over in Russia. Well, thanks for watching, Marina. And thanks everybody for watching. Yes, Craig is going to join us for a stream. I'm picking him up at the airport tomorrow night.
That's right, he's back.
Yep, and we'll probably do some streams, but he just isn't here right now. So dream over, guys, and subscribe, survive, watch out for zombies. Go watch John's other video. Hits the one. Dream over.
Oh yeah, he starts harmonizing.
Dream over. Dream over. Dream over.
But he's got a higher voice than me.
Keep going. We're playing it out.
Oh, sorry.
We're it. Thanks, guys. I'll be right here. Dream over, dream over, dream over. Good night.